I bet you got a cigarette button here. Just quick pounded it and flipped it. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, dude, this is my house.
It'll be alright. It's white. It'll blend in for the long time.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Jesus fucking goes off.
Alright, okay. So we're live there already. I'll obviously edit that, but
Well, right.
okay, and off to the races. Recording. Not gonna move it. Season 2.
Yeah.
Episode 1. Here we are.
Oh, you are recording now.
Yeah, we're
fucking. Well, like, I guess because I thought you were asking me if that's what we agreed upon. I was like, yeah, I fucking don't know. It is year 2.
Right, year 2. So we equate that to season 2.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. I understood it.
Yeah. No, because you never know. Somebody would be like, where are these guys? Season 2? What the hell is their season 1? I don't even know.
Well, it's year 1, I guess. Yeah.
Year 1 of the podcast. Whoever the hell knows what it was, what it is.
Fucking Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
Friday the 1st, 2021.
Yeah.
Jessica read something yesterday. She's like, think about 2021, right? Like she goes, it's not 2021 like the number of the year. It's 2020 WON. Think about that. Really let that one sink in for a second. 2021.
Well, yeah, because it did. It
Right?
fucking definitely did.
We fucking lost.
No, big time.
That was a pretty good one. And I'm like, damn it. And ever since she said that to me, I read it and I say it and I like.
Oh, dude, that's what the best fucking thing on TV right now is that Match.com commercial with 2020 dating the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was the perfect one.
Exactly.
They really hit a home run on that.
What about, did you watch Cyndi Lauper last night?
Fuck. No. I didn't watch nothing revolving around New Year's Eve, I guess.
Okay, well we did. And she was terrible.
Is she a singer? I don't know who Cyndi Lauper is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me since I got a phone in my hand, let me get a
that
face.
shit operational.
Because if I have a face to
Yeah.
it, I guarantee I'd be able to tell you who the hell she is.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper, like she was terrible. Excuse me, I'm talking like terrible, like really bad. And I'm sure it's trending still, and that's like a train wreck.
Oh yeah, it was like every Crawford, Sydney.
CY.
There, CAU.
Isn't it right?
Cyndi Lauper.
Like.
Fans baffled by Cyndi Lauper's
Yeah.
awkward New Year's Eve performance.
Yeah.
That's the headlines.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know what? I'm sure I've seen this chick before, but no, I don't know who the fuck she is. I'm sure I've heard the music.
True Colors. Back in the day, True Colors.
Once again, dude, I guess I know I've heard the music.
Yeah.
If it was some
Like
hit.
True Colors, like in the Trolls movie, that's True Colors.
Kids,
But
I don't
like,
even know fucking
I know.
Trolls.
But back in the day, she sang True Colors. But
Oh, so this is like her, like New Year's Eve 1983 was when she did it last. I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
but it was terrible. So I'm scrolling through Twitter because they was just blowing up on Twitter. I mean, memes and short little videos just completely blasting her heart, right? And there was one that got me just rolling about Woke Up Emery. Like it was that good. I'm laughing so hard. And it was of a dog and I'm gonna say a girl, like a 3-year-old little girl. The girl would sing and the dog would like howl, sing with.
Oh yeah.
It was, and it said like Cyndi Lauper 2020. It was stupid.
I'll have to check it out now when I get home, just because it was that bad. I'm a critic of singing or musical performances.
Oh, man, It was
Not that I'm any better. It's just it's fun to be a critic.
correct, right? Like, I mean, I would not be able to do it. Like, I know.
I mean, hats off to her for trying, I guess, but
She was like, oh, it was. We turned the channel. Like, we couldn't even finish it.
Oof.
Like, she got what? 45 full seconds into it, and Jessica and I looked at each other like, what
Damn.
are we watching? I'm like, I don't know, you need to fucking switch that channel because this is terrible.
I mean, but like I forget. I think we were doing the podcast at the time of this one, but it was like something. I don't know if it was a Super Bowl performance or what performance, but Fergie did the national anthem one year, and that got just drug. Like, I mean, people hated that shit, loved it.
Yeah.
Personally, I thought it was about time someone did an original. Like she didn't change it at all, but just the way that it flowed through the song was definitely her own. But I thought it was bluesy. I thought it was cool.
Sure. People hated it though.
Yeah, for the mass majority hated it, man. But I fucking liked it.
I mean, as long as it sounded, like she wasn't off key or whatever.
Well, I fucking didn't go through and really. I just thought it was cool and original. I thought it was national anthem. How many times has that been done different?
Right.
Besides when Hendrix did it in fucking Woodstock.
Yeah.
That was,
but this Cyndi Lauper one, like she was off key. There was something.
Well, and those are
mentally wrong.
And the fucked up thing is, it was her song.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah. I would imagine it has to be her song. So like. She wrote it and everything, man. How the hell do you fuck that up?
I don't know. And that's also another reason that I couldn't go on stage. Because I'd forget my own shit. I'd be like, is this our song?
So you think you wouldn't, but then when you're looking out with enough people, get your first opening act for someone big,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a huge fucking fan of like Post Malone's music, but his first major tour, he went from like fucking a couple thousand people to opening for Bieber.
Oh.
You got to imagine that stadium size up a bit.
Yeah. I would be like, dude, I need monitors with my song. Like,
he even said, he's like, it don't even get much better. Like,
really?
He's like, from night to night, he's like, you would think you'd get used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck, no, I would need like TV screens, like karaoke style. For my
that's what they do for Snoop Dogg now. So he says he's an old man. He's written so many damn songs. Right. And he's like, fuck. He's like, I remember it.
Yeah.
But fuck. Sometimes it's nice to have a cheat sheet.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't hate him for it, not even for a second.
No.
Sorry.
He didn't have what he was talking about.
Right.
It. Me, myself, fuck.
No.
Same thing.
I would need it.
I'll be talking to someone and forget what the fuck I'm saying. I do it every day.
On a stage, too. Like, looking up going, I know this song, guys. Like, I wrote it.
Yeah, but fuck.
But that TV's not on. Somebody fucking.
It was a different time when I wrote this.
Yeah, exactly. This is like 30 years ago, you shitheads. Like, you don't get it. I'm Snoop, right? Like.
Oh, yeah. Geez. Well, not 30 years ago, Snoop. I mean, we're 2020. Yeah, no, 20 years
Maybe
ago.
20 years ago.
He came out like the early 90s.
Yeah.
Old Doggy Style came out in the early. Right when Dre did went to Death Row and did the Chronic.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I know my hip hop fucking history, which
you made a post yesterday. Was that today? About that underground Zoom.
Oh, that was
Doom.
today. That was today. Yeah.
Yeah.
He died. I fucking MF Doom, man. He was just like, but he's not somebody that like the type of person that would listen to him on the daily. Yeah. Would be like a nerd about lyricism and hip hop and like the way that you so the way that you rhyme bars and shit. It's like the way he did his rhyme patterns and shit were just really fucking out there. Like it wasn't. He was a one of a kind and very, very original. But it wasn't. He was underground. It wasn't like if somebody is a fan of normal everyday rap you hear, like if one of us would hear or something like that, you would be wondering what the fuck you were listening to. But
does anybody sound like him?
No, fuck no.
Like
no. Like Like in lyric, like just already lyrically, he's fucking crazy good. But
Yeah.
his name is MF Doom. He's went by a couple different things and monikers and different names. But the picture is actually my vinyl. It's called Mad Villainy.
Oh yeah.
It's an album he did with Mad. It's him. He was going by Mad Villain, like MF Doom, Mad Villain. And then Mad Lib. Sorry, Mad Lib was. I fucking made that shit up. No, it's like Mad Villainy is the fucking deal. Like that was their combined thing.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking yeah. So it was the producer and him getting together.
Yeah.
But for that album, and that album was one of the great. It's one of the greatest underground hip hop albums ever. But
and nobody would know that.
Not a whole lot of people, unless you're a real big fan of underground hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I get put on the spot. Fucking fuck that whole thing up trying to explain it. But yeah, no, I've been trying to buy that one for a long time, and I ran into it when I was still with the other girl, with the last girlfriend, with the ex, and we would be I'd be down in Duluth all the time.
Yeah.
They'd have Electric Fetus there.
Oh.
And I found it there once, and I ended up buying a different one. I don't remember what I bought instead of it. But I bought a different album that I would listen to all the time. So I just wanted the album.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that I knew I was going to listen to all the fucking time, but I did. I finally bought it the very next time I was there, I had to buy it.
In that same store.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But it was brand new. Obviously you got your vinyls that are used, like that are originals from the fucking, from the golden era.
Yeah.
Fucking all the 50s, 60s, 70s and shit. But this wasn't made back then. So it was a brand new in plastic vinyl.
Oh, dang.
Which they actually know what they want for them. That's why I usually told myself I could only buy one. If I was going to buy an album that was new, like today's music, first off, I had to really respect or like the album.
Why? What do they cost?
Well, they're just they're over $20. So,
right.
When
for
an
a
old
record.
Yeah, like a vinyl record. So like an older one.
Yeah.
They're made better these days though.
Oh,
the repressed vinyls are thicker and but I'm sure they hold up longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, fucking, I give credit to the ones that were made back in the day because I still play all of them.
Yeah.
But
they still go.
Yeah. But yep. So and for the other ones, you can find them under $10 all the way to I think the most average is probably $12.99 for a used vinyl, depending on the rarity, depending on how obscure it is or something. But
my mom has this tote of vinyl, just shit ton of them. She's like, "Do you think any of these are worth anything?" I'm like,
the fucked up thing, the ones that are worth the most are the worst fucking music. It's because they didn't. People didn't want them, so they didn't sell millions and millions of copies, so there's less out there.
Because they sucked, right?
Right, or else the ones that did have good music were some rare limited issue. I don't know if you followed any, for whatever reason, this example popped in my head, but the big boom this year in Pokemon cards, they've got all these the shadow around the fucking thing. You've seen one though, so there's a shadow around the border. There's these little things, all those these little subtle differences, but then there can be big differences. Like the Beatles have a couple, Sgt. Pepper's album. Well, the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's, their first issue had you've seen that cover. I mean, it's
probably.
It's a big old fucking group. There's a big old picture, and it's got the Beatles are in it, and then a big drum in the middle and shit. But there's different. It's cutouts of fucking figures in time. But there was one that was that had provocative or controversial. People in the audience, kind of,
somebody in a swimsuit.
Yeah, no, we're talking Gandhi. And there was
cool.
Fucking, it's easier to show you that. But then there was the almost a revised version of it.
Yeah.
And I own the fucking one that was revised, obviously, because if I had the other one, it'd be sweet. You
said on something for sure.
Well, yeah, it's worth. I mean, it's one of the So since like only so many got made and released, like because of that, like that one is obviously worth a fuckload more. We're gonna say, okay, original cover. All right, yeah.
There. I had to adjust that damn camera.
So
I'm trying to get all angles here.
yeah, list of images.
Jesus.
All right. Rock you out. Come on now. Come on now. You're good. This is it. All right, here we go. So we had okay, wait, is this gonna be the okay, this has to be the original one because it has Aleister Crowley in it. Things like so I want to say this has to be the original one because of Aleister Crowley. I doubt that one was on the quote unquote not controversial one. But
It's on the cover.
Yeah, so the cover looks like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So but like there was two versions of it. One had controversial, one didn't. So this one here, hold on. I said okay, there's right here. So we got people like Aleister Crowley, for example, Mae West was on it, Edgar Allan Poe. I'm only saying people I fucking know who the hell they are. By the way, Bob Dylan's on it.
So they threw, and this is back in that day.
Oh yeah,
like really,
Marilyn Monroe. True. Fucking.
They were really kind of flipping the bird to whatever. Like fuck it, dude, put it out there.
Yeah, dude. So they had it was just a.
What year did that come on?
67.
Well, yeah, they were.
Am I right on that?
I don't know.
That shit. Yeah, 67. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Fucking yeah, but it's just a whole pile of fucking people.
Yeah.
Besides, then it was like the front, like the actual Beatles were wax models.
Oh, okay.
There was a wax model of Sonny Liston. Yeah, Liston too. If you know who that is, boxer. So you had them. You had Sonny Liston. George Harrison was a wax model. John Lennon. Shirley Temple, Ringo was the Shirley Temple was Ringo and Paul were. Why Sonny Liston was? I never actually fucking. Oh no, okay, he wasn't the only other one, because Deanna, what the fuck, Deanna Doors, actress. She was an actress, but I don't fucking actually know how to say her last name. But anyway, yeah, so there was that one, and then there's another Beatles one too, and I fucking want to say that one was. It was called the baby vinyl because it was them sitting in a row. I know I've brought it up on this podcast before, but it was like them all sitting in a fucking row with baby like baby doll parts. They were sitting in just a normal row.
Yeah.
And there were like doll parts all over them. And
why?
It was yesterday and today's vinyl, but that's that one right there. If you find that in good shape, you find that in shit shape, it's still above $1,000. Like it's like a lot of money.
$1,000.
It's over $1,000, but if you find it in like excellent shape,
sure.
Fuck. Yeah, that there's one of like as far as Beatle vinyls go, it's like one of the holy grails you can find. But yeah, because they released it, pulled it back, and I don't remember how many numbers. I'm not like a hardcore collector.
Right.
I collect vinyls that I listen to.
Yeah.
I don't go for value as far as other people's intrinsic value. I like value on the music. I fucking like. I fucking dig. Like that's why it's still. There's just certain vinyls that I fucking really want because I listen to the damn music.
I've never had this until Kona.
What, Big Wave?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Shout
out to Kona. No, I mean, no, I don't know when the fuck it was released, I guess, but it's I've been drinking it for a little while.
Dude.
don't remember the first time I guess I had one. I'd probably imagine one was probably rotten, but
yeah, this shit is good. Yeah, it was okay. So New Year's Eve, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Jesus,
Yes.
feels like forever. But so I was running around town yesterday, and just had to stop at the store quick. Had to go just random errands. Yesterday was the busiest I've ever seen that town. There was
Where?
like Roseau.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Here in Roseau. There was like 25 carts available at Super, I'm going to call it Super Too Expensive, right?
Yeah. Oh, hold on one second, just to get you. Kona Brewing Company. Wait, 18 packs. Fuck. Big Wave. I don't know. This was published in. It said something about the 18 packs would be available June 18th, and that was in 2018. So so a couple years.
Fairly
you know,
new,
it's
but
newer for
still,
beer. For beer, it's new.
Pretty fucking good though.
Yeah, I don't know when Kona started though, but anywho's
right. But so
God,
running around.
Fucking legs, man. Pick up right here.
Do
This ain't your actual table, anyways.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
This is the podcast tabletop. Now we're talking.
Even
now
if
we are talking. All right,
even if
before
it
you
was,
get into this, let me fucking.
Yeah, cracker open. Even if it was a regular table, that's a college table that we painted. So like it doesn't even matter.
You know, I got the table in my house that's the coolest table.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My sister had correct me if I'm wrong, Connie, but I'm pretty sure she had it in college.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just some shit plastic ass like Walmart type tabletop, like table thing.
Yeah.
But it's where I keep my Scentsy, and every time Scentsy fucking wax would go out of smell, I would sit there when it was wet and start swirling it around that table.
Oh, no
so
shit.
Now years of doing that, it's really fucking rad.
Right.
So that shit can be cool. But
all
right, so Super One.
But right, so 20, I swear, like there was like 20 to 25 cards available. Like there was no cards left.
Yeah, but that's fucked up because not hardly anyone ever. I mean, like I don't grab cards, so you've got a good handful of people in there too with no card.
Dude, there were
so I had to be packed.
Holy shit! So I'm walking through there. I just need a refill of the water and like 2 other things.
And bottled water?
Like the big, we have that water machine. You like your Culligan water.
Oh yeah, okay.
But not Culligan, right?
Yeah.
But so there was a person just filling those damn things. I'm like, that's like the item I came here for. I don't really need anything else, but I was in there anyway. But,
right.
So I did that, and then ran to Holiday to grab some milk. Out of milk. What kind of gas station runs out of milk?
It's a gas station. The Holidays got the cheapest milk.
That would be
right? There you go. That's
So,
I know this. If I know this, everybody fucking should know this. Yeah.
So they're getting more milk in tomorrow for anybody who has not one in there. But
yeah, because they fucking sold out of chocolate milk too.
Sorry, that's just funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, not like the gallons they said they did. I was in there last fucking night, dude. Like, I mean, everyone all party doing their thing. I got chips, dip, fucking like some chips, queso.
That's awesome.
I bought some ice cream, one of them ice cream sandwiches, and I went and I was going for the fucking chocolate milk, and I had to get 2 of them the bigger small jugs.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they are for quantity, but yeah, they were out. Pissed. Had to stop that fucking by Stripes, the NCC, and I fucking found half gallon.
Right. Well, so then I go across the street to Senex, $5.19 for 1. Now I'm old. Now I'm bitching about milk, right? But like $5.19 for 1 goddamn gallon. I was so pissed. But where am I going with all this bullshit?
You were saying it's busy. Are
Right.
you legit asking me? Or you?
No.
Okay.
So this is where I'm going with it, though. It's like then I hit the liquor store, which people were double parked in that fucking parking lot.
I believe it. It's New Year's, man. Right, we're leaving a shit year.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
Which correction, not to stop you in your fucking deal here, but fuck you. 2020 was still
I saw your
decent.
snap. It was better
Decent.
than 2019.
Well, right, but even if even if I didn't have a shit 2019, okay?
Right. Yeah.
How really, like, for us, people in this town bitching about 20, how
Right.
bad was it really?
Agreed.
Holy fuck. You had to stay out of the bars for a little while. Like, it was it's like there was some inconveniences for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But get fucked.
I know.
I mean, was it really that bad? I could see huge fucking cities.
Right.
They got hit.
Yeah.
They got hit, man.
Yeah, Minneapolis
but people
got burned
like
down,
us,
you know. But yeah, I know
people like
Roseau,
us on these like
city of Roseau, and even Warroad
Oh,
thrown there too. I know.
come on, like
Yeah.
your routine got thrown off a bit, I'm sure,
Mhm.
but fuck you, 2019 licked dick for me. So
Right. Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't bitch at all during that the whole year.
Right, right. Oh, I would agree. Like Emery was born, COVID hit, you know, crazy bad, and then it was okay. We got to stay home. Oh, cool.
Drink at home, man. Get your
Right.
buddies and your friends who all don't care about the whole COVID thing.
Right,
Drink it the fuck home.
I
You'll
know.
save money, I bet.
right.
And I mean,
I know
it's
was
better
cool.
that way. You don't get dewies and
I was
shit.
good. Right. I was good with it. I mean,
Well, I'm just saying for like in this town a lot. I mean, businesses suffered.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you're gonna bitch about 2020, you best
Sure.
own a business.
well, I
If
hear
you
ya.
own that, then
Yeah.
my heart goes out to
Right.
you, and I
Yeah,
feel
I would
that
say
it
on
was
the fitness
bullshit.
end for me, yeah, it's
Right.
tough.
So right there you go. You were
You know.
another like.
People in the old notebook.
But even then, I mean, you got to count your blessings. You had another
That's
job,
what I
another
exactly.
source.
Yeah,
A lot of
Yeah.
these people don't,
right.
and
Like I'm a
you know,
entrepreneur, right? Like I
Yeah.
still have a job. So
So I mean, damn, like
Yeah.
it was a shit year, but it was kind of entertaining when you really like sat
Mhm.
back and looked at it from a sick sense of humor point of view.
absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, Minneapolis did burn.
Minneapolis burned
Yeah,
down.
poor Minnesota
like-
man. Fucking
Yeah.
A. But yes, okay.
Right. I mean I agree.
I was just saying apologies, Jeffy.
No,
but I
all
just
good.
like motherfucker because so many people like around here, people that weren't even affected in the
I know.
slightest. They're look 2020, man.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, okay,
Right.
fuck off.
Like you didn't drink in a bar that many
Yeah,
nights.
no, and like
You
some
drank
people
at
didn't
home.
weren't even the types to do it, and I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, how are you affected?
Right.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we had an election year.
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened. Like there was the particular person. I ain't gonna say his name, but particular person bitching about this
Yeah.
in particular does not have a job. Does not fucking like go out to the bars. Like has no life. For him to be bitching about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
how were you affected, sir?
Right.
Like, if anything, you were affected in the positive. You had some funny shit to watch because
Right. Then
Whatever.
if the person didn't have a job for a long time there, you can collect unemployment plus $600 or whatever the fuck.
yeah, that's only if you came in with no job.
Oh,
though. I mean,
right.
if you lost your job during,
Right.
because I mean, okay, yeah, you best quick get into your thing there because I want to go off on this fucking stimulus.
No,
check.
right. Yeah, we'll go in there for a
Dude,
second
that's
for sure.
fucking stimulus.
So
check.
I go double parked in the liquor store parking lot. I'm like, fuck. So I pull in and somebody comes out right away. I'm like, yes, because I got the pickup. And I'm like,
Right.
fuck. So I walk in there, grab the Mickeys. I'm like, I need another 6-pack of something. Where I was going with this is that this
Oh, the
caught
big
the
way.
eye. Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yep, got it. Right. I'm like, fuck yeah. So
Was there any bush light left in Roseville County?
I wasn't really looking, but I felt it was.
That mountain, bro. I watched mountains of that shit come in that bitch every day. We worked on it. I know I talk like that. I can't stress it enough, man. I bring it up every chance I can because it's like, as a person who grew up, born and raised in this fucking town,
Yeah.
to see the mountain of booze, just beer that goes into that place every fucking day, like. God, it was once a week. No.
Right. Every day they bring in
Correction.
just cases and cases.
Bro,
and
like
cases
it takes
and
the
cases.
guy there a minute. Like I'm talking, he's got a dolly trucking the fucking bush light in that place.
And daily.
Yeah, oh daily man, bush light's a hot seller here in Roseville County.
So what you're saying is we need to invest in just call the store Bush Light and people will just come to it. I bet.
Maybe, but I don't like them people. I'm kidding.
Well, you don't
I
have to work there.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
Make
I
money
know.
off
I mean,
it.
the people that work in fucking liquor
Oh,
store are great.
right.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not a bush light drinker. I can never
Mhm.
sell out like that for $1. I could. Who am I fucking kidding?
Right. No, let's do this.
No, it's just like it seems like every fucking area has their staple, and for whatever reason,
Roseau
Bush
County,
Light
yeah.
is Bush and Bud. I would imagine, But then you get like to
I can't do it.
to be a rebel. I think in the light beer world in this town, it's Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Because I see the least amount of people drinking Miller Lite, and if you really, Hams outsells Miller. I mean,
No
I
shit.
bet.
Yeah.
I don't know this.
Right,
I haven't
right.
looked at the numbers. But
I just ugh.
Hams
And here
is-
I got Mickey's, which is malt liquor, so I don't know what that means, but
that means a fucking migraine if you rip that whole 6-pack.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. But I mean, like I just drink heavy beer.
I'm not crazy about malt liquor. Like the whole the Mickey's are good for one.
Yeah.
Even the second one gets a little harder. But these Konas, that's right up my
Right.
fucking alley,
I
man.
know,
I'm
this
always
is smooth
down.
as shit though. Like I usually can't drink too many of these because they're way too heavy.
No,
These
dude.
fuckers are good.
They go down easy. They're
Yeah.
decent. That's why I've always got to find myself nursing them because I know it'll happen. I have to sit there and like, oof, hold up. Especially on a night I work the next day because I found this out the night I was over at Mike's place. I don't get wasted, but I go home and then I don't think about it. I just start my night routine and I take my meds for sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And they splash right into a bunch of beer.
Yeah.
And then I sleep right through my alarms. I fucking don't wake up from no one. And then when I do wake up, I don't remember like deciding in my head like, I think all right, it's time. Let's go to sleep. I don't remember that point in my life. Like I just out.
Right.
So yeah, but
Jeez.
tomorrow's a Saturday. We got some shit to get done, but anything's better than nothing tomorrow. And I got 3 people, well, 3 including me.
Yeah.
4 after 11,
Yeah.
but they got 3 after 11 because I'm taking off for a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah, no, but like so, yeah, for sure. But I mean, did you? I'm sorry, we went off there. I mean, like aside from the Kona and shit. What happened at the liquor store?
Dude, there was a line from fucking hell.
Oh, fuck, I bet. Okay, I didn't think about the line.
Yeah.
I just was thinking it was packed as fuck.
No, like, there was, the 2 tills or whatever, but it was wrapped by the beer. Like, all the way back behind the beer. And
this was a fucker. So there, you've seen the liquor store, right? So that was, like, that's people because they weren't going to have bars to drink in.
Yeah.
This was a motherfucker. Okay, I didn't think like this should have been a no fucking brainer for all of us.
Yeah.
But we didn't think about it. So there was a place open last night that is a fucking open bar. Well, not open bar. I mean, you pay for it, but a bar that you could go into. You could smoke and gamble in the motherfucker. The casino.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Yeah, casino served booze.
Yeah.
You can gamble and smoke.
Inside. Yeah.
Bro. Like, so that place was fucking packed last night. I got asked a couple friends stopped by last night and I was, like, one was going for sure. Because they were DDing essentially for one of their like parents or something. Yeah. And then the other one wasn't sure, but they were thinking they were going to end up there. Yeah. And then it hit me. I'm like, holy fuck. I bet they asked if I wanted to go, and I fucking want nothing to do with it. Like, no. Dude, absolutely not. Because the only reason I don't like slot machines, I like throwing cards. Yeah. And, I mean, I'm sure the tables were going to be, I got like an image in my head. Yeah. And then, of course, then I was talking to my buddy who was there. Yeah. And he said that the entire first shift Polaris was there. And I'm like, well, that's another one that should have been a no fucking brainer. Yeah. Of course, because, once one person got that idea, that whole plan, or at least each line, all 3 lines, like some like, oh, yeah, we're going to one-up this, we're going to go to the casino. No one's going to think about it. Fuck you, dude. That was a good call. Casino, man. Yeah. Bars were closed, everything else, but the casino did serve booze. And
how can they be open?
That is another question I was going to lead into. What the fuck? How? Right? I don't know why they were open. Yeah. If it's because of the reservation style shit. Sure. Because technically speaking, isn't a casino like the grounds of a casino reservation land?
Dude, I'm gonna go.
I don't know.
But like,
I really don't know. I'm
Yeah.
shitting this out.
right.
But
exactly.
like, fuck it. Once again, we'll go ahead
Yeah,
and take a
let's
gander on the
ask
old,
the Google.
because it's the only thing in my head where I can be like, oh, okay, well, it's because the reservation
Like,
decides.
right, like the Native Americans get to
Yeah.
say fuck whatever mandate you want. And eventually they didn't have to wear masks or anything.
Well, have to probably. They probably had the signs, to make the people happy
for sure,
or something.
For sure.
But that
Here, let me move my mask so I
because
can
most of the
drink my
people
beer
who
and
would be
smoke
in
my
there
cigarette.
anyway.
Yeah.
Any people that would be in there anyway are probably, like they would probably be there anyway, like type thing, like they're
Right.
normal casino goers.
Right.
If
Dude, they
you
were
are,
pissed last night.
yeah, if you are that type of person, you're not bothered by cigarette smoke.
Right.
So are casinos considered fucking goddamn it?
What do you like, native land, or what do you call it?
Well, considered, yeah, that's what I would imagine. Like, well, this is considered. Okay, I don't want to go into
Off
that.
limits.
Considered
Fucking crazy.
native, fucking goddamn native land, and then of course I can't see 6 inches in front of my
Why?
fucking face. My eyes suck. Well, I can't see small shit, and that's what. So, Native American gaming comprises casinos, bingo halls, gambling operations on Indian reservations or other tribal land in the United States. Tribal states have limited ability to forbid gambling. So kind of, yeah, it is like.
It's because the states don't have the right to tell them what to do.
Yeah, I mean they can't really. So like old Governor Walz, I seen that. Wait, no, Walz isn't our governor. Who the?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. No, fucking. So the governor there's that picture circulating of him eating indoors at some place or whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is though, I mean, granted, people are dragging him for it, but you do notice there's not another person in that fucking picture. Like he is kind of alone, and
right.
Like, he's not wearing a mask because there's no one else near him, but that place should have been technically speaking closed. Yeah. So that's the fuckery.
Right. But yeah, I mean, like, maybe let's open a fitness center on that goddamn place then.
Dude, I mean, there's a lot of people just fucking shitting mad over this whole thing because, I mean, no matter what your hobby is, you're kind of affected.
Dude, okay, so Florida, I have somebody, like I know people.
But hold on, right? Why isn't health something like fitness is health? Yeah. Like that you would think could be argued to be essential. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of this shit isn't. So I get the fact that is a health type thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to strengthen your immune system if anything.
Well, and they're saying that you would catch it in the gym because of your heavy breathing and the particulates in the air, and that's full.
Bro, if you go to like a country buffet, the heavy breathing by half them fat motherfuckers in there, they're breathing just as heavy as you at a fucking at a jog.
Exactly, at a jog or like an 8% incline,
or maybe me just running a block. Like we're talking like.
We're sweating equally because of different reasons.
Yeah, like, it's just different fitness levels here, dude.
No, here's the deal with that though. Like, you have to wear masks in the gym. When the fuck are you gonna wear a mask to work out? No, you're not going to.
Those people wearing masks are them fucking people, them psychopath, like super athletes. And you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
They need them.
They need the resistance of the breath, right? But
well, that or else aren't there them people? Well, is that what it is? I've just seen like videos and shit of like these crazy athletes that like I always thought it was pumping oxygen into them because I've seen them with like tubes going into them because they needed the extra oxygen.
That's actually measuring your VO2 max.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's measuring then your
so then so their running is
CO,
actually like giving them like they can't get a fucking workout at that point, at the point they're at, so they need the resistance.
They need the depreciated oxygen, right? Like you need to find ways to challenge your body, your mechanism, and
pick up a habit, man. Start smoking.
Right.
Because senior year was probably the best shape I'd ever been.
Sure.
And you can, and like, I think I fucking brought it to you one time because I was like, it was the way I justified it.
Yeah.
Like I could run at that time was my fastest mile. Like I could probably run a 6.5, 7 minute mile, but I was also smoking like crazy.
Sure.
So in my head, ain't my heart stronger because my heart is working through some shit and like working harder to get there. It was a big justification. I know it was bullshit deep down.
Yeah, absolutely.
But because I mean, anything that was, you know, if it was working harder, it was because of the strain I put on it. But like,
right.
But I mean, now, shit, I can't run a 6 minute block. So it's like it's really getting there, man. Like it's fucking
6 minute block.
I fucking tie my. The reason I don't tie my shoes and they're pre-tied is because I lose my breath doing that. It sucks, but it's not because I'm that out of shape. It's strictly because of my smoking.
Yeah, I agree.
So hey,
it happens.
But at least like, and that's once again, I'll preach on that. Anybody working at a gas station, yes, I fucking know smoking's bad for me.
Yeah.
Come in like every other day buying 2 packs of cigarettes. You know these are bad for you.
They say that.
Oh, all the time, more than
Really?
you would ever believe. You know these are bad for you. Oh,
So that smoking,
get out of town.
that commercial
Which one?
of like the clay. I don't know if it's been on for a while, but like it's like the clay figures where smoke. It's about quitting smoking. It's for some fucking medication to help you or whatever. But that's true then. That you hear it from your family and your friends and like anybody.
Everybody, man.
You know,
but
this
like,
is that. Yeah, we fucking.
Well, I mean, I think I don't necessarily hear it from like my family or friends, but like, because first off, my family know that that's the type of shit that I'm not going to care about. I mean, because I mean, like, especially where I was at in life, like, they know that smoking is the least of my worries. Like, at this point, I mean, granted, still. I'm going to act like shit shock most. I mean, I think smoking is at the caliber of the places I've been, if not the worst thing I do.
Yeah.
And even, I mean, aside from if you subtract the era of my life where I was using IV type shit. Yeah, smoking is at the, you know, right at the lead with all the worst shit.
Right.
Because, man, it's fuck. I know people who have gone, like old people. Talking like fucking, we're talking like 60s, mid to late 60s people still surviving on hard drugs, but they just, you know.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, like, but like with the same type of shit, like I'm saying to you is tobacco and nicotine, especially the cigarettes we have nowadays, are just as bad long term.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, they are just as bad. I mean, the only difference is they're regulated to the form of not cut with shit like fentanyl. We know what we're getting.
Right.
We know, but at the same time, it's still cut just with shit like cyanide.
Exactly.
You know, like it's
like you're not gonna overdose.
No. I mean,
but you're also not going to live long. You're
gonna poison yourself very slightly over a long period of time until the point that you die.
Right.
And it's freedom, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what you can choose.
Yeah.
And that's if somebody ever gets mad at me for smoking for me. Yeah, I'm upset.
Right.
If you get mad at me for smoking for you because we're indoors or something, first off, if I'm in a casino, don't fucking come to a casino.
Right.
Okay. But if I'm out,
don't go to a place where it's okay to smoke.
Yeah. If I'm being rude, like I mean, if we're watching the demo at the fairgrounds grandstands and I decide to light up, in a fucking grandstands full of people,
right?
Chew my ass. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But motherfucker, like.
Well, like what gets me is like a smoking section.
Oh, like the old school fucking smoking section.
Going to a
like
restaurant.
Denny's.
Smoking or non-smoking?
I'm pretty sure Denny's had to be the last place.
Absolutely. You'd be like a peeing section in a pool, dude.
Right.
Can you please separate that? No.
Well,
I can't.
The last time that I distinctly remember getting my ass chewed out for smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
In like a public place type thing, was in Thief River Falls at the fair. This is years and years and years ago, and it wasn't because I was smoking.
Yeah.
And like that was what chapped my ass the most, it was because of the fucking dude who was chewing my ass didn't have a fucking leash on his kid. It was literally like I'm talking like shoulder to shoulder, damn near touching my buddy. Me and him are standing next to each other watching this demo on the sidelines, and I had a cigarette in the hand that was between me and him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking that's a safe fucking place.
Right.
This dude that's like his kid gets loose and fucking ran right in between us to the point of hitting our hips even.
Right.
Well, the kid got burned by that fucking cigarette.
Sure.
And immediately that guy starts screaming at me. And I told him, like, he just right away chewed my ass. And I didn't care about him. Like, I'm just like, I immediately like put my hand in his face. I'm like, are you all right, buddy? You know what I mean? Like, I just care about the kid.
The child.
Yeah, like, not like I'm some fucking real nice guy. It's just like I fucking care about this kid. Like, I felt that it hit him. I knew that it hit him.
Yeah. And
so then after that whole thing got, you know, whatever, then the guy continues to chew my ass. And I continue to ignore him. And then I told him, I mean, like the fact that he was a shit parent that let his kid get away from him. No, okay, I won't say shit parent because kids are fucking rambunctious, bro. It can fucking happen.
Right.
Okay, but don't.
But
like you're gonna blame me,
right?
Because your kid got away. That was your way of saying, trying to make it look like not your fault,
right?
That your kid got blamed. Like
the accountability for sure.
Let's just both agree that was fucked up.
Yeah.
I apologize to the kid. I don't apologize to you.
Right.
I apologize to this kid, and everything moves on.
Yeah, if it were me, you know, one of those 2, 3. I mean, he's walking almost.
Granted, though, if it was in the outside hand.
Yeah.
I would have took the ass to it.
Right. But either way, let me put myself as a parent in that situation. If one of those guys would have ran, got hit by, you know, whatever, like ran in between 2 strangers, if you will, right? And then one of them was smoking, I would. Now I'm a different kind of person anyway, so like, you know, there's that. But if they got burned, I'd be like, oh, that sucks, man. Like, smoking section's over there. That'd probably be as far as it would go, and be like, next time,
if there was
run away
one,
from
man, if this,
you know what I mean?
Right. I was saying, but this was like, if once again, not in the grandstand, not in the stands. I'm literally off on the side of this.
You're on the fence area.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm out of the people, like the groupings of people. Yeah, it was me and one other guy standing there commenting on the fact that I remember it's fucked up. I can remember the what we were talking about.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I can't remember shit otherwise. But like I remember we were talking about the fact that they were letting them run Imperials in this demo because they're indestructible.
Yeah.
I swear they're like fucking car tanks.
Yeah.
But fucking yeah, man. And off just me and him standing there too. There wasn't even like groupings around us.
Oh,
like,
no
was
shit.
literally just me and him. And there were people walking like about 10 feet in like a lane behind us, kind of, but
nobody was standing on either side.
No.
Oh, that kid was. What was going on with that?
You know, whatever the fuck. I'm guessing in that lane, him and that dude were walking, and then he must have veered off. Did his arrows coming the other way, so he could run off, and it was fucked up. I wasn't looking behind me, man. I just know that he ran right into that cigarette, and I got my ass chewed for no reason.
I know. That would have probably been as far as it would go for me anyway.
Well, and I wasn't even trying to make a big deal. He was yelling at me. I was fucked up, so I just, I was more or less just trying to get the attention away from me and my buddy, and fucking that was it. Like we calm the fuck down here.
Dude, I
the
got
kid ain't dead.
Me, huh?
Granted, I understand that it's your kid. I get why you're mad or upset, but at the same time, it's your kid, man. Go to Walmart and get one of them sweet little leashes for him if you can't fucking.
You know what? I tell you what. I used to look at parents at airports and shit like that who had those. I'd be like, no, like that is not. That is you. You are the worst parent in the world because of that. Now, having children, I take all that shit back.
Here's the deal. I got not having children. This is me. I'm not gonna look at them as bad parents. I'm not gonna look. I just know when I seen them how I would use them.
Yeah.
I promise you, I would take you out in public one time with it, right? And then from there on out, I'd use it as disciplinary. Like, hey, fucking, I'm not only gonna threaten using it, but we're gonna use it right now. I'm going to bring you out right now and embarrass the fuck out of you. Well, I stand there with the most blank dope face on, like I'm just staring at the fucking wall, zoned out. You can sit there and try to run away from me, and I'm not gonna let that happen. Like because it's more embarrassing for the fucking kid.
No, dude.
And I'm talking, I would do it when they're 8. I don't give a shit.
Just drag their ass.
Like fuck you. If you think you're gonna pull my arm off, you're lying to yourself.
That's true though. Well,
just discipline.
My biggest fear, like really, when we're in big crowds, is my kids getting taken. Like that's primary.
Like especially in the world we live in now. Yeah, definitely I can see
there's that, and I had a traumatic experience, right? Like it was like a state fair type situation in my hometown, Mitchell, South Dakota. Corn Palace Week is what they call it. Fuck that Corn Palace. But anyway, it was, Main Street's jam-packed full of rides and shit. Well, I somehow got separated from my parents, my family, whatever. Dude, I was lost. I don't even know, 8, 9 years old. I don't know. I couldn't tell where the hell I was, who the hell was around. It was dark. It's night. Oh, yeah. I'm like, fuck, okay. I knew where the JC stands were, like their, food truck or whatever the hell. So I navigated my way there, hoping to God nobody fucking grabbed me because I'm a kid, right? Uh-huh. Dude, that was the scariest experience.
See, and the thing is, when you even say that though, to me, my only question, who would grab a kid? But the thing is, there are them sick motherfuckers that would see you going in one direction and notice that there is no parents following you. You know what I mean? There are people that look at that.
Yep. They know your posture. They know there's nobody by you.
And they know you're probably scared by the way you run through. But it's, how big of a place is Mitchell?
15,000 people.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Big enough.
Yeah, big enough. There's an underworld there.
Oh yeah. So it doesn't matter where we are. Now I have that story in my experience that I get to pass on to, not like give to them, but I live that whenever we're out somewhere every time. Yeah. And I'm going.
When you get lost, we're gonna be worried too, but you are gonna be worried just as much.
You are going to cry. And
it's just because the world we keep fucking with every passing year, man, shit gets more and more sketchy in this fucking world, dude. It's just how do you even fucking benefit? There is no even the suburban living is now just as sketchy as not living in the suburbs.
Because the neighbors in the suburbs could be doing something.
Dude, man, it's because it's the perfect crime.
House. Right.
It's perfect crime because of where we're at and shit. It's just fucked up and it sucks. But
that house is probably right next to the police station. You'd never think it was right there. You know what I mean? All of that shit.
No shit.
People aren't dumb until proven otherwise. But that's why I love the leash. I'm not even judging. I'm not judging anymore. Put a leash on your kids, man. I will high five you and go,
put me on that fucking leash, I would have cut it. For sure. But until you're fucking, I'm a different fucking kid.
This one's way too easy.
Oh man, I'm not even trying to use my brain.
No worries. That one's too easy.
I can't see it.
I know, but too easy.
There you go.
I know.
Yeah,
right.
It is. They gotta give it. They gotta give you a freebie every once in a while.
Number 2.
Fuck. Sorry, listeners. That was right in the mic.
And up. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, you're right. They gotta put one.
Yeah, you gotta fucking
for that really hard one that I couldn't get before.
Mr. Freebies, so gets you hooked.
You're like, all right, I'm gonna get another one. Fuck that. Oh, there's a distinct difference though.
Oh hell yeah.
Jeez.
With me? Oh yeah.
Wow, Mickey's to Big Wave. Wow. Distinct difference. Not a bad difference, but just a distinct difference.
Oh yeah.
Not as smooth. Not as smooth. Like a Coca-Cola to an A&W. Or vice
Pepsi. I
versa.
was wait. You talking
Vice
about
versa, Coke.
the Pepsi challenge was Coke versus Pepsi.
Right. Well, no, I'm just saying like A&W to me is very smooth.
Oh, okay.
And then Coke is like, ugh.
It does bite you.
Yeah.
It bites you back.
So like going from A&W to Coke.
I fucking can't trust the guy who drinks just Coke, man. It's fucking mixed, and I think it was made for it. But then like I don't know. I don't even fucking like most of the time. I thought for years and years and years I was a Jack Coke fan, but
yeah,
9 out of 10 times you order that in a bar and it's fucking Pepsi.
Is it?
You don't realize it, but yeah, it's pretty much because it's the cola.
Right.
Alternative. If you order Jack Coke, was Pepsi alright? They don't ask you that shit.
They don't ask you anymore.
No, because you're trying to drink. The booze is in it. That's the important part.
They don't fucking move.
So if you ask for Jack Coke, so you ask for a whiskey Coke,
yeah,
and it's a different type of whiskey, they'll ask you that.
Yeah.
But the Coke part's irrelevant.
No shit.
Jack
Coke, I would have never thought. Huh.
Yeah, fucking trust me. I've asked for them for every time I've been in a bar since I can remember. And guess what? Never one time been asked if Pepsi was all right.
They just did it.
It's called, man. Yeah, fuck yeah. Jack Coke. And I've always fucking kind of wondered why when I would make it myself at part, like why it would always taste a little, like why it would be a little different. And I never called it on my own until I figured it out. So
then you put Pepsi in it.
Fucking Coke. A, man. You throw Pepsi in.
Oh.
It is the exact same as the bar.
You just outed their secret, I bet.
Oh,
you're like, that dumbass, no.
All right.
Getting at you.
No, it's just fucking Lewis actually came up with a thing. He was, because I put that thing out or whatever, and said something about what was our New Year's resolution, except for flip it and like what was our New Year's not resolution?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I just asked the question of what the thing that we were surefire not gonna do or what? And then he just messaged back to that finally. But yeah, I don't fucking old Louis a fag anyway. I don't really listen to what he fucking texts me anyway. Calls me, I'll answer them if I see it. I've missed a couple. In my day, I've missed a couple of his calls, but I never tell him why. I just always fucking just let him know.
Well,
you're below me, son.
There it is. We're at 56 minutes, and Lewis got brought up again.
Well, hey, that's
fucking great.
The last one though, I didn't even fucking realize it. I was pushing a cart of fucking parts at work too.
Yeah.
I don't remember what time of day it was, but I was moving shit. And all of a sudden, I got a message. I'm sure it's like not, but 2 fucking swipes away.
Yeah.
From the top, from this one, it was. Hold the phone. I don't remember having this conversation with him. Oh, what the fuck? I could have swore. It was like, oh wait, hold the phone here. There we go. I had to get out of it for a second. It was, oh yeah, suck a twat waffle bitch. Last second, fuck you too.
That's what it
said. That was random. So I didn't know what the fuck he meant, but yeah, dude, the last podcast, the very last second, I dropped the fuck him.
Oh yeah, like it. All of them.
Well, right, but it was I didn't remember doing it on the last one because all I remembered of the last one was like the worst podcast I personally had ever done because I was sick.
Right.
I mean, well, I wasn't even sick, mind you. My stomach was fucked.
Yeah.
And I just could not get into it. Yeah. And yeah, man. So that's all I remembered from it. I was upset about it. So I was kind of waiting for the next one. So it wasn't like the last episode. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Fucking
just in case, right? Like,
fuck, man. Like, just if someone were to check it out and that last one just wasn't 2 people. Yeah. It was 1 1/4 person. I just couldn't do my thing.
Dude, that was such a weird. Like, it was okay. I
almost tried to call it off, but I knew Christmas was coming up and shit. And I knew that we weren't doing one for that. And I was like, fuck. So I tried, man.
It's so weird. If anybody, go back to it. It actually is very interesting to me because I already knew. I was like, okay, something's going on. I'm just gonna keep pressing, right? Because we're doing it. But once you threw up and came back, it was like regular.
Oh, for sure, man.
That was
it just.
That was so weird.
I don't know why I fought it for. Well, it wasn't even that I fought it for so long, man. I should have just did the old finger down in the mouth trick right away. But it's puking sucks on so many levels. And if you tell me it don't, you're a fucking Nazi.
Exactly.
Right? Like that shit fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And like I thought I could bring myself out of it by eating Tums and shit, and like it just wasn't going down that way. And
it's so it was so crazy. Like I'm sure anybody listening, watching, whatever it was like, okay, something's happening.
It was a different one for sure. It was different.
Like, okay, stop. Like you admit, okay, dude, we gotta pause. And then once we started,
well, because you weren't looking at me, and I was gonna like give you like I can't take it no more. Like it wasn't that I was gonna puke on the mic,
right?
But it was definitely like I just couldn't handle my stomach anymore. It hurt so fucking bad. Like whatever was in there, I needed to let go. Yeah. And it had to happen now, not later. And I'm like, fuck it, man, I got to do this,
dude. And it was like it was such an.
Hold on, what did you say? It was 56 minutes when I mentioned Lewis.
Well, today, like now.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I probably got over here at 9:30-ish, and then it took about okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, shit, what? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I didn't have it ready, but
no, it's fine. You don't need to. It's never like that, but it's just like usually I think it takes me longer to get here, but
well, that's what I texted. Is usually it does like tanks go out or whatever.
Well, no, I was ready because I was ahead of the game because we were supposed to. Originally, people were supposed to have a fucking guest on this one, right? Which it's fine if we don't. It's whatever. It's just what we do now. But so I was ready for him to get there. You know, kind of like I didn't want it to ever feel like he shows up waiting to come onto the podcast. And like me not be ready already, you know what I mean? Like I wanted it to be ready for him, like to fucking get pretty much loosened up and comfortable. We could bullshit and have a couple drinks or whatever. But no, so I was ready for that.
Oh sure.
And so by the time when I got told that basically it wasn't happening, that was gonna be we're pulling out, I got tank out right away, and I was like, all right, well fuck, because now it's just the only thing was that. I got to do a podcast and I got to work tomorrow. So, Tank Boy, you're going up now. Let's get this fucking ready. And even I put a Snapchat out about, the fucking questionnaires type shit because I was like, fuck, maybe. So I honestly thought we were live on Facebook for a minute. And that shows how fucking much I'm involved in the tech side of this whole thing.
I know, 50. Anybody watching, listening, 50 likes on our Facebook page. And then we can go live.
And then you guys can fire questions and shit.
Exactly.
Even if you don't give a rat's fucking ass about either one of us, just come on.
Right.
Do a motherfucker a solid.
Mm-hmm.
It just fucking it doesn't benefit you and it doesn't hurt you. Just fucking push the like
button. Dick. Exactly.
Really, it takes no time in your day. Just fucking smash the like button.
Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Whatever it is that's on that Facebook page, hit it, and we need 50. Because I remember when I had my the Jet Kobernusz Facebook page, Gary Vaynerchuk went live when it was really cool, Periscope days. You remember Periscope?
I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, he just went live from Facebook. Holy shit, how does he do that? I instantly got on my page and I'm like, I can't go live. What the fuck? Can you only certain pages with the check mark and shit go live? That's what it was at first. So I messaged Facebook right away and it was like, fuck you. What is this? Nobody can go live unless you have what? You needed 50 likes.
On one post? On one video?
No, just on followers.
Hold the phone on. So we need 50 followers or 50 likes?
50 likes on the page. So followers, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes. So we need 50 of those.
Well,
and this is before.
I don't know how many people you got that would do it, but I don't even think I got 50 friends anymore. That would actually the page.
all I gotta do is just hit invite a ton of times, and there'll be 50.
Enough, enough people would fucking do it, I suppose.
I haven't done that for a long time on purpose because I want our analytics like that to be actual.
Yeah, I want it to be accurate. I would rather it be accurate too.
Yeah, I would want somebody to hit like because you want to, and not because I've hit invite enough times.
And the fucked up part is there's been a couple things that like people that I actually watch when they go live. It's one's this dude fucking who blows glass.
Oh, sure.
And whatnot, not even pipes necessarily exclusive.
Just anything, right?
Yeah, it's just him. And he's, it's like the camera angle is just him and his fucking, his map gas and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing his thing. But he also just slowly throughout the fucking time, he'll be on there all night getting shit-faced and fucking ripped and shit-faced.
Yeah.
You never even hear a mention of any other drugs, just weed and drinking.
Right.
And blowing glass and shit. I just admire him because I can tell that this dude ain't fucking changing for nobody. He's happy exactly with where he is at and what he's doing.
Right.
So
hell yeah.
I like watching him, but I don't think I have ever one time liked his page.
No shit.
You know what I mean? And I used to, prior to jail, it was a nightly thing.
Wow.
I would before I went to bed. It was he lives in Colorado, so it was every time, right about the time I'd be going to bed, is when they were firing up their torches.
So you would look up his page?
No. What happened was, hold up now. I guess I liked one. That's pretty much what it took. I didn't like his page, but I liked one of the posts.
A video, sure.
Because when you're scrolling through them Facebook holes, sometimes live videos would come up.
Absolutely.
And I remember liking one.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the page or nothing, but I liked one of the videos, a current live.
That must have been
and that was enough. But I never liked a single one after that, nor do I remember doing it. But I remember the first 5-6 times I watched it.
Yeah.
It was it wasn't because I went to his page. It just
came on.
Yeah, I'd be scrolling through Facebook holes.
So that goddamn algorithm.
Kinda, yeah.
Enough. Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking name is Nicholas Krob. He's a fucking decent. He's great, man. But where he I understand. Where he makes most of his money is just production bowls. Just your normal spoon pieces. But
go to your tobacco.
I really wasn't watching him for the fact that he was blowing glass bowls. Watching him move glass and shit and how he did it and tools he was using was kind of cool. That educated a little bit.
Sure.
But I know how to blow glass very, very, very slightly. I can fix a glass pipe if you have a crack in it. Huh. That is it. But if it's two pieces, bro, I can maybe get it to stick together. It ain't lasting that long.
Right.
But no, from watching that, I just feel it was cool.
But a lot of algorithm piece, anybody for us would be like the actual page.
Well,
then we can go live.
Exactly. Yeah. Because he was at least live. We can't yet.
Right. We have to.
So that it can happen though, to where once it hits, it might just show up on somebody's shit.
Right. Yeah.
And then they might actually because it was always when I was doing nothing, I was literally trying to go to. It was either because I was fucking sick from that garbage I was on, or else it was that I had just used that garbage and was getting ready to pass the fuck out, and I'd watch it. I would never stick through front to end, obviously.
Yeah, right.
But I was a presence enough in that fucking chat room that people there was a community of people that were not a community. But there was a good solid 10, 20 people that were constantly that were always regimentally watching these fucking feeds. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's cool. It still pops up on my phone now because after I got out of jail, I was missing it. I was like, well, what the fuck? I remembered his name and I ended up finding it, and then I liked his page so I could get notifications. That was it.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yep.
But what got me in was not anything else. So I think I didn't know live shit could pop up while you were sitting there in a Facebook video hole scrolling through. Well, it's like I pretty much go
What
to
it
the
is, the
first
fucking
video that interests me, and then when I hit it or whatever, then you can scroll down through videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just would sit there and scroll forever, especially when if I was like dement, like I just couldn't sleep, and I was sitting there going fucking schizo. I'm in my bed just watching something help than better nothing, than just laying there.
Before.
Well, it was because I couldn't sleep if I didn't have it.
Right.
Just anything that acts on your opiates.
Mm-hmm.
Insomnia is hand in hand.
Yeah.
If you don't have it anymore, so it's just kind of one of them things where I would just lay there and like watching him blow glass was better than staring at my ceiling.
Sure.
Or even like trying to sleep sometimes, because if you close your eyes long enough, eventually a time lapse will happen. You don't feel like you got sleep,
right?
But it seems like 1 to 3 happen a lot quicker than.
Somewhat meditative, but not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a motherfucker, but whatever. But I fucking had I had to. All right, now this is a bittersweet thing. I had a doctor's appointment, right? With I've been more or less. I have my I got into because of cravings, and I always wanted to fucking like when I wake up in the middle of the night from using dreams and shit, it still fucking happen. Like I used yesterday type thing.
Yeah.
Got involved with like the Suboxone clinic near here.
Yeah.
Which it's in Wartown, but it's still like fuckloads of people who struggle with opiates and shit around because there's 2 reasons that it exists. One is an anti-craving deal and like an anti-relapse, because once you are on the shit, you can't use. If I were to go and use an opiate, it would make me more or less sick. Yeah. It doesn't, it blocks that sensor out. So I was in my head when she got my number from a fucking person who was going to her, I more or less interpreted it like I just wanted to have some around for when that happened. Let's say I had a bad night or like a bad couple of days or something, and I felt I was gonna fuck up. I could take one. Yeah. The blocker would help. Yeah. And whatever, and cut that craving and make sure that I stayed on with my shit. But apparently not. I finally had my doctor appointment with her the first time we met face to face. Yeah. And dude, it's like a full plan, like a treatment type program thing. Yeah. And I was signing away all this shit like I was going back on to probation. Yeah. And like they took time out of the day for it. Like what it was like when me and the doctor were talking, she has some seminar coming up that she's actually hosting. Yeah. To try and get this substance banned.
No shit.
Yeah. Wow. And so of course, me not knowing this too, you know what I mean? Like I was just being dead honest.
She was trying to get
no, she was just listening. Yeah. That's pretty much it. She was just listening more or less. And she pretty much figured that after about 15 minutes of me talking, that she fucking knew she found the guy who could fucking at least give her the fucking info she needed to ace that test. Yeah. And we were talking or whatever, and she did eventually bring it up like that something or another about that she wanted to be able to go to her appointment and come back and have me still be there so we can continue she could continue basically asking questions and me just being ruthlessly honest about it.
Though. So this doctor is trying to not have people go through this program?
No. She's trying to make people she's trying to get the substance illegal, not Suboxone. She's trying to get the substance that she's been that tea, the shit that I was on prior to jail.
Yes. Okay.
A lot of her clients are coming off of that.
Okay, right? I get it. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh shit! I just booted the cord. I thought I unplugged it. But so she is more or less. She's doing a seminar because she's seeing how fucking hard it is to fucking, and she knows that as a doctor. Yeah. She knows that most doctors aren't going to prescribe the necessary dosage, the necessary equipment, if you will, to battle this, to help people off it. Yeah. And it's hard to believe an addict. You know, for me to
Right,
roll in
okay.
and be like, hey man, I know you don't
Right.
trust me already,
Right.
but like I need higher dosages of this. Like
Right. Okay.
you know, so she has some seminar coming up and she's trying to, you know, figure it out, but I don't foresee it being I don't think that she needs to necessarily.
Yeah.
And when I figured it, when I finally, because I asked her about it, like she was just too interested in exclusively one thing, you know. I just kind of more or less, I didn't shut down, but I didn't want to betray, because I don't want people to get off of it, to be forced off of this and onto heroin.
Right.
Because heroin right now, like the component they're cutting it with is going to kill people.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, like, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
But, and number two is, I don't foresee me staying with the program, quote unquote, because I fucking did that shit for 10 years. It's physically exhausting. I don't want nobody to tell me when and where I have to pee in a cup.
Right.
I'm done with it. I'm fucking over that shit.
Yeah.
And
in order to go through with this, you
pretty much, because, you know, which I get, and that's why I've never fucked with pain contracts and shit for my back, because basically you got to make sure it's in your system.
Yeah.
Which I get why.
Well,
It's
that's what I have to
just
do for my Adderall.
Yeah, right.
But that's
exactly.
me not being on hard drugs prior.
So it's like the same exact thing. You know, they just want to make sure that you're on that and off of other shit.
Right.
And I just basically, I was like, you know what, man, this is not what I thought it was. I just, because I told her, I mean, I thought I did anyway. I just thought I brought it up more or less like I didn't, it's not for me. I believe there's a fucking place for it in this county. Yeah. Definitely. And I know that there's a lot of people who I don't know if she's aware of it. And I hope to God she doesn't, you know, find out this way. But I know there are some people that look down upon what she's doing. Sure. But let me clarify that no, absolutely. There's not an opiate addict on this planet Earth that is an opiate addict, like a heroin addict or even tea addict, any of that shit. Yeah. Who wants Suboxone. Right. None of us want it. Because then that just ends it's not what we are craving. It's not the desire. It's not, it kills the dream of an opiate addict, you know, essentially. Right. So that's not the thing, but like, I know our courthouse, I just have fucking, you know, I just figure.
So you didn't go through with it?
Well, no, I went to the appointment, but like she had already fucking written me the deal or whatever prior. I had never met her in person. So essentially, what I have will last me fucking, you know, forever. Because I took one the day I got it to see, because I wanted to feel it for myself and just to see if, you know, if it was worth keeping up with. Yeah. And now I'm really not thinking it's gonna, you know, like I would rather fucking take the route of surrounding myself with people that fucking legitimately have my best interest in them. Right. Not really saying like, I just think I'm not willing to fucking do all that shit that it takes, because I'm through all of that part of my life. Like fuck, I'm not trying to fucking answer to people like that anymore. So
they could ask you to.
They can pretty much call me essentially right now, and
because you're on Suboxone.
Yeah, it would be like my fucking probation agent. Now, granted, the fallback would be they just take it from me. Right. I mean, they break my.
And you wouldn't just go anywhere.
Yeah, it would be fine. Right. So the penalty isn't near as severe as it used to be. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm not going to waste their time. Right. Because that, you know, like right now, I bet right now they could call me and I wouldn't have it in my system. Right. Do I have it? Yeah, but I don't.
They'd be like, "We're not taking it." Be like,
"Yeah, you're selling it. You're selling it."
Oh,
no, fuck no, I'm not. Actually, I can bring it to you. Yeah. That I have no problem.
Right. You can count those pills. I can tell
all
you
day. Yeah. But you're gonna count more than I should. You're not gonna see them disappearing. Mm-hmm. So, but it was an idea for a while.
It's interesting that you say that, because the last time I was in, the first time because one of our doctors left, right? I mean, we don't need to name names. We've been down that road, but anyway,
wait, just back up. This chick does fully have the best intentions in her heart. Like I like her.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind helping her out with this seminar and talking with her.
Yeah.
Anonymously, of course, but now that I put it all out here now it's not much anonymous.
Well, I know maybe next time ask her, be like, yo, I do a podcast and we have a couple of listeners in the area.
Well, you know,
Would
it's
it be
more or less
okay?
like, all right, so,
You know.
well, if, like, just to drop her name, because if there is people out here suffering with T, like, there's no doctor who's going to sympathize with them around here.
Right.
Except for probably her.
No shit.
But as far as the legalities of this shit, come August 1st, it's done.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking, I always keep in touch with, you know, like the pulse of the county or whatever. You know, I've still got friends in it.
Yeah.
And on the 2020 controlled substance statute, essentially what was added was that substance.
No shit.
And I don't want to say the substance just because, other than what I've called it, which is just the letter.
Yeah.
But like, it is on that list for, you know, scheduling.
Yeah.
But it won't take effect probably until August 1st. And here we are in the new year, but August 1st is law. So like
August 1st, 2020 or August
2021 will be when the laws take effect. So that's another reason I don't feel the need to fucking, you know, like sit here and like, I just can't alienate my fucking people. Like I do believe that no one should start this again, so it's a motherfucker. It's a mental fuckery because I don't want to alienate the people who I know don't want to be on it and I know are struggling, and me and them both don't want people to start it. Yeah. But do I want to put them through hell? Right. By helping, you know, get it scheduled. It's a son of a bitch. But I don't know that a fucking I'm sure she's not the only one, but like one doctor up in northern Minnesota, practically Canada, gives a seminar. They're not going to emergency schedule shit. Right. Totally. But when the same county, the police force is pleading with the government, like our state government, to fucking schedule it. Yeah. So it's coming. It's coming either way. Right. But I just don't. So I don't feel the need to have to be the guy to do it. But. But it's hell.
Right. But what I was saying is like that would make sense. And I, you know, as far as they took, like my doctor left, so I had to find another primary care doctor. So did, and he required a piss test, and I'm like,
for any narcotic, really?
I didn't even I didn't even put all of that. I didn't understand. I didn't care, but I didn't put it together until they did the test, and he was like, "Yep, looks like you have it in your system." And when you said that, I'm like, "Oh, that just hit right now."
Oh, you didn't know why you were getting your piss tested?
I just thought they were just fucking okay. We need a piss test for maybe enzymes or fucking what do you?
I don't. So if you ever popped for another illicit substance, they would take your fucking Adderall too.
That totally makes sense.
So not only do you need to have it in your system, but you can't have other in your system.
That makes, because I don't think anything of it. I'm always gonna, if you say pass a piss test, or not.
Well, it's passed with your name.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't ever think about taking a piss test as in like, oh shit, because you got, the most you're gonna find is alcohol and Adderall. Like,
but see, like where the life I come from, man, I've been getting told to piss on command for just too fucking long. Right. And I've been having that held over my head for so long that I refuse to do it anymore.
Totally. No.
If this was a life or death situation, sure. Yeah. Sure, man. But no, it's not. And I'm just over it all. But I even know of one person, once again, I won't even tell you if it's male or female. I won't give you any hints on this one. But true fucking close friend of mine, like hardcore. Yeah. But they used to get prescribed oxys for traumatic, like traumatizing headaches. Yeah. Like whole life type thing. Yeah. Well, fucking because like it was just fives. It was nothing extreme, but enough that if you took it away, they'd been on it for long enough. Yeah. That like if you took it away, it was about to fucking suck. Wow. Like addict style type shit, but it was clinic addict. Yeah. So instead of weaning them off, what the fuck they did was, so they ended up testing, and they found that basically smoking reefer would help with the fucking headaches as well.
Wow.
And they didn't they were trying to do it themselves type thing with the weed versus pain meds.
Mm-hmm.
And well, what happens is the doctor ends up testing, they find reefer in their system, including the fucking oxy. So they did have them in their system, but it was with reefer, and they ended up taking the freaking meds away.
Wow.
Now, granted, I think in the long haul, probably the best. And I'm sure, I think if I'm thinking correctly, they gave them the choice.
Yeah.
You know, it's either you quit smoking or else we take these away.
Right.
And I'm actually pretty happy that they chose the fucking Mary Jane over the fucking pharmaceutical pain med.
Totally.
Because that shit's fucking been debilitating people for long time, man.
Yeah.
Too long.
Dude, and that's like, so I just took all these CECs for the continued education credits for my certification. Dude, I took, what was that? 48 CECs in, 5 days? Like, it's supposed to take you an hour each one. So 48 hours of CECs. Like, it's supposed to, but I sped up the process. I had to. Like, I had 60 of those sons of bitches to get done. And I had 13, whatever it was. But there was one of them about the cannabis industry. I was pretty impressed on how up to date these guys are.
Yo, I'm gonna start the fucking truck.
Yeah.
It's just because where we at here? Not to cut you off.
Hour and 25, and we're at
what really
11:18.
I knew we're past the hour mark,
right?
But it's good. But this fucking work tomorrow. That
right?
Curveball.
All good. Yeah. But what was the dollar amount? 2.4.
Oh, dude, billion.
I think it was 2. There was a B.
It was a billion.
$2.4 billion are about to be made just on the cannabis industry.
That has to be just this state, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like if we went nationwide legalities of that shit. Because I know
it wasn't this. They were talking about the two. Is it
Colorado,
and
Washington,
South Dakota.
Washington. Now Colorado and Washington right now are the two that are rec. But no, they were the first two that was recreational.
Right.
But now there's even more yet.
They were talking about the latest ones to go recreational.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what the latest.
It's South Dakota and another one. I don't remember. I'm from South Dakota. It's the only reason.
Yeah.
But so there was two, and I'm like, dang, what the fuck? Okay, let's do this.
But what's this now? Now we're going federally decriminalization.
That's what they were talking about. Yes. Like they were decriminalizing.
So what people don't get now, fucking, for those who don't know what decriminalizing means.
Yeah.
Weed has been decriminalized in Minnesota for a very long time. That doesn't mean that it's legal by any fucking means.
Right.
Now, what it means is there's a limit. Like I can have up to a certain amount before it's not a ticket.
Right.
It's not a criminal offense, meaning you're not getting jailed.
Right.
But once you hit that limit, whatever the federal limit is, which I have not read much yet, but whatever that limit is, it'll just be a fucking ticket until such and such, once you hit a certain weight, done. But also Washington threw a curveball into this and fucking got all drugs in Washington are supposedly decriminalized.
No shit though.
So now, this was an experiment a fucking long time ago.
Yeah.
There are countries out there that did this. They have seen extreme drops in addiction. They have seen basically someone even caught with meth, heroin, like the hardest of the hard.
Yeah.
They're pretty much came at with a fine or the options of help, basically. The thing is, it worked in these other countries.
Yeah.
Now, will it work here? I don't really know. Now, because America tends to fuck a lot of that shit up. But I think the option is going to help those who are worth saving.
Sure.
The rest is natural selection.
Right.
Really, I don't see because as an addict, I've never asked one of these guys to help me from myself.
But here's the thing, though. Look at alcohol. Dude, from my experience now, I'm not an addict, but either way, alcohol
is debilitating as well.
Right? Dude, it was cool before 21 to get away with it.
Oh, yeah, but
Dude.
it was even cool after it because remember the old booze commercials?
Yeah.
They depicted that shit as the cat's pajamas.
For sure, right? But it was way cooler, from my experience, that I was getting away with getting drunk every time. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm drinking, I'm underage, I'm getting away with it.
Yeah.
Give me my legal
And
age.
that's the fucked up thing. I used to say that shit too. I was like, it's no longer fun. I get you.
For sure.
I get you.
To go to that extreme. I'm not saying it's not fun.
No. But now it's just different. It wasn't like I'm not drinking for the thrill of drinking.
Exactly.
You know.
So I feel like now again, I'm not an addict, so I couldn't even speak to that piece of it. But I can speak to like going from 18, 19, 20. Those were some pretty heavy drinking years for me because I wasn't legal.
Well, there's a certain amount of like adrenaline hit to that because you are like there's a certain amount of rush and knowing it's wrong.
Right.
You know?
You're like, oh, I got away with it again.
That you're not supposed to do something.
Exactly. You know? So do you think like coming from that end, that's some of it?
Well, some of it, I'm sure there's a certain percent. Yeah. I don't know how big of it. I think like with a lot of that stuff though, it may start as that.
Sure.
So maybe it won't start as many people, but I just know like with me, I was 100% medicating something. I don't know. I still to this day don't know what it was, and I don't feel that I'll 100% be like clear of it until I can either identify or find it. It'll always be a part of my life, and that's why it seems like a lot of times these podcasts hit these topics because it is. Yeah. It's such a huge part of who I am and like what I try to get out there. Like I just don't know what the fuck it was, but there are some people who are just they're trying to numb something, and it's hard to say what they're trying to medicate. So medication, whether or not it's heroin or pharmaceutical, it's still they're trying to fucking hide something from either themselves or like not feel something from themselves. But the fact that the state will go ahead and like. Well, a big part of it is there are so fucking many people in prisons all over the country for like they never hurt a soul but themselves. Right. Now, I get, like, I don't want some angry parent being like my son never hurt, you know, like it does hurt their families and like they have affected other people, but like they never cause physical harm unless you're selling. Right. If you're a dealer, then So that's why I've always claimed to claimed to deserve more than I've ever gotten. But they're self-harming essentially. Yeah. And instead of getting help for self-harm, if you were to get caught like committing suicide, you don't get thrown in prison. You know what I mean? It's essentially that you're self-harming at the end of the day, and there are people in prisons for that. Yeah. So there's overcrowding for this and that. And I just think that it's going to benefit us as a society more. And it's cold, but I feel like I've earned the right to be able to say that it's natural fucking selection. Sure. Yeah. Either you get your head with it. Yeah. You don't let it kill you. You find yourself some strength and get out of it. Yeah. Or you let it kill you. Right. And I'm not done with my life. It could still kill me. Right. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I've won. I have in trouble and get that take the ticket or get help or whatever you want to do in that state, whatever the fucking being. But and if you don't and you continue to use, you lived life on your terms, and it killed you. Right. It's gonna hurt a lot of people, man. But at the end of the day, I'm not crying over it, man, because I can't. You chose, you know what I mean? Right. Because if you offered help time and time again, like I've gotten a lot of possession tickets for mostly weed, but I've had plenty of opportunities to get help, and I said no a lot, you know, like in my head, like it wasn't like they were like subliminal messages from like the family, from the, you know, like like we can get you help, and I said no a lot. If I had died before I realized that I needed it or that I wanted it, that's on me, man. Right. You take the accountability to heart. Not many people do. No, and that's fucked up too. I don't know how you can't.
Right.
I don't know. It's like
this happened to me at this age, and this happened to me here, whatever it was.
Right. And it's a real raw way to look at it, man. But I'm just like, it's how many more people have to die for you to know that it's gonna kill you? You know, like because being from that world, like everybody around you is dying or getting locked up.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you're not. There's no glory stories.
Right.
When you're in that shit. So what's it gonna take for you to get that slap in the face to realize you've got two options?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can either get help or you suffer the same fate. So and once again, I'm not trying to preach. I'm preaching that I can still end up this way.
Right. Right.
It's a wrong day, wrong place, man. I can end up this way.
Sure.
And like I won't take a single one of these words back if I end up dying.
Right.
But it's just I would hope to God that this fucking country would start offering more help rather than fucking imprisonment.
Right.
But at the same sense, I needed imprisonment. I obviously, me going to jail was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
But it just took me away. But I think I don't think that means we should imprison more people. I think we should change and get some different styles of fucking rehab or recovery methods, or let's explore that.
Yeah.
Because if it was a cookie cutter thing that worked, we would have this shit licked.
Dude,
and we don't.
We're human. Like there's so many different ways you have to do it.
Everybody's wired different. Everybody's different in every single way.
Dude, okay, let me throw this is a curveball to the statistics and what we're talking about, but just real quick though, because it's we'll wrap it up. But to throw I read within these CECs, 76% of kids don't get enough movement in their day. Not exercise, because kids necessarily don't exercise, but just as much. Again, right? This is a curveball, but there are over 3 out of 4 kids in our country don't move enough.
Well, and that just shows boredom,
dude.
And what the fuck promotes boredom gives you it sends you to.
What else are you supposed to do?
Right. And that's what this county, which has an obvious problem with substance abuse, whether it be booze and older people, parents, fuck you, parents, listen up. It ain't just your kids.
Right.
It's them too. It's not just the drug problem. It's it's the alcohol problem too.
Right.
And it's just it showed boredom promotes this shit because what can you do? What when you're bored, what can you do that makes you feel like you're doing something and gives you some type of satisfaction as a substance?
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Facebook even, fuck it.
Dude, exactly.
Anything, eating. It promotes boredom and no movement promotes bad behavior.
Exactly.
Maybe not bad in the terms of dangerous for other people, bad in the sense of growing up and you're told what's right and wrong. It's just bad for you, bad for your head.
Exactly.
And this is a lot deeper than just that guy a drug addict.
Right.
Something that is depicted as bad.
It's so
just as a fucking sober, for relapse, boredom.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You don't know how to fucking live a day if you're bored, you have too much time on your hands.
Yep.
Relapse
exactly.
Because I know it. Well, no, you go ahead.
But. Yeah, no, I was reading that and I'm just wait a minute, let's really take that in. So I have 3 kids. So already one would say 2 out of those
percentages wise.
For sure, right. Exactly.
Statistically wise, yeah.
2 out of those 3 don't move enough.
Yeah.
And that's already under that. That's only 66%, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just jeez.
Well, we
need to move our ass, get up and do something. I took away their iPads. Well, Jessica and I did, right? We took away their iPads. I took the remotes all day today.
Well, that's the first fucking thing. I don't preach, but I fucking I give shit to my sister when I see the niece on the pad. Now, granted, it's taught old Cam a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yes, it did, but like at the end of the day, man, they got their whole lives to look at screens.
Dude,
Right now in their life is the only time that they've got a true, unadulterated imagination. Let them
it really is until you're about like literally, it is actually scientifically.
No,
you can go
100%.
Right? Yeah.
Like it goes down to this too. Like so, when you're like a kid from like 0
it's
to
0
like
to
let's
7.
Okay,
7.
I was gonna say 0 to 8.
Yeah.
But like if you look at your brain is like a U, right? With no ceiling.
Right.
Everything that happens right there is like you take in, right?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, what'll happen? Like, so let's say, like, let's put this in like the one thing I don't expertise in, but I know is addiction. Like, so I know what's right. Well, no, okay. It has to do with your subconscious. So eventually, a ceiling's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
And now that I learned that my brain's a powerhouse and I control how I feel, that don't mean my subconscious knows that.
Exactly.
And that's why I would still go through withdrawal. That's why I would still allow this shit to hit me. But as a kid, that's the only time you're free from that fucking ceiling. You can control.
It's called your analytical mind.
Dude, it's 100%.
You don't develop the analytical mind until you reach age 7, and then once that hits, now on average,
but repetition is something that fucking changes it. Like it's
on average, that's when it comes. So like it could come later, it could come
later,
but they're just saying over the lifetime of what we've done for scientific experiments, it's been
around that
right?
Okay.
I've totally noticed that with my daughter. Like Molly is just it is hit. She has an analytical mind, and I'm like,
so the ceiling hit. Now she's not able. Well, she still could control.
Oh, dude, she plays so hard and so awesome, and her imagination is through the roof. But I also know when she enters that zone of like, I'm no longer imagining.
It's the
I'm
subconscious.
like, oh man,
the subconscious takes over, and like when you don't have a subconscious, that's when you are truly free. Of all this bullshit. Like now you wake up, you feel like dick, or you're in a bad mood. You literally can change your whole reality.
Right.
And that's something that's fucking true freedom. Like when your brain can finally, like if it happened for one of us, like if someone could snap their hands and tell you now you have the power to fucking mentally change everything about yourself.
Right.
Like people wouldn't fathom that shit. Like it's crazy to think, but no. It's because even if you would learn something, you actually believe it. It don't matter. Once you build that wall, that fucking ceiling, and your subconscious knows something to be true, that is fact until you repetitiously like can change it.
That.
It takes fucking reps and exercise, days and time. But you can in fact change your fucking change the whole ceiling on your goddamn thing.
No, it's accurate. That's accurate as shit.
And it's fucked up. I literally got stuck reading about fucking 3 weeks ago about all this shit too. Because and I wholly believe this. You would think my subconscious, if I'm like ready to fight for this, subconscious would follow along, still hasn't. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I can control some things about my head, but I just know this to be fact that if you wake up and say today's gonna be shitty, no doubt that day is gonna lick dog balls. But you can maybe start by saying maybe not that bad. And just continuously change it. But you have kids, so that's cool that you believe in this shit. And you get to actually watch it. Like I don't know how you were when the first kid, let's say Molly when she was younger, how far advanced you are. I feel like if today you had Molly, let's start it over.
It would be a different experience.
The shit that you drove would be different. I believe wholeheartedly. Because I know that right now, if I had a kid today, I don't even know necessarily that I would bring them to fucking school.
Right.
Because let's say health class. Okay, they learn about the body. They don't learn dick about the fucking brain. They don't learn dick how to. I haven't used nothing from health class. I would have loved to learn something about.
You use 1 or 2.
Right. You know what I mean? But if you really want to get down,
you use 1 because boys have penises and girls have vaginas.
But at the end of the day, the shit that is nasty across the board is anxiety, depression. How do we cope with this mental game that plays against us.
Yeah.
And it's our own mental game. We can't figure out how to beat it.
Agreed.
Why can't we learn something about that, or at least learn that we're coming into this? Like, that's the shit that we should double down on.
Yeah.
Health class is a fucking joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, let's learn about the brain.
It shows you the physiology of the physical body.
Well, it shows you what happens.
Mental.
It shows you, like, you know, the effects of things on the body, but it doesn't show you that you can fucking, that it's your own brain doing it. And like, how do we cope with this? How do we cope with I don't know.
Agreed. No, and for the sole reason, like children are supposed to teach you. Like I've taken a class. It's called conscious parenting, and that is crazy because it is
that they should too, man.
Yeah, like they should teach that instead,
bro. Because how many people have looked at a child and been like, God damn, like the self, like the way they can even entertain themselves to. Like, I mean, there's nobody who can look at a kid and not see their imagination coming out of them half the time.
And they think it's real.
Yeah, and the cool part is they say.
Exactly.
It's like, what?
You could, hey, can we play elephant? You know what I mean? And you would be like, okay, well, I gotta go to work in 20 minutes, so I got 10 of these to play elephant.
Yeah.
The crazy part about what that analytical mind does is you play elephant, okay, 10 minutes is up, I gotta go to work. You come home from work, your kid is still playing elephant 8 hours later, 10 hours later, however many hours later, and you have shut it off. They are still in that game. They're still playing. And they will play until they go to bed.
It's a son of a bitch, man. I'm just going to fuck, man. The Cam just hit 7-2 not long ago. You know, and it's like, but you can see, like, I can't help but preach this enough because Cam, we already see, we see that she, you know, we see like the mental defects that were never taught about. I can see like that there's some anxiety there. You know what I mean? Like Connie can see it. Like we see that, you know, like, and it was right around the time 6.5, 7 hit where like you could tell that. I mean, she's always, you know, like kids are shy. Some of them are shy, some aren't. Yeah. But like you can see the difference between shy, worry, and, you know, anxiety essentially. Exactly. You know, and it's like it's weird, but she just like when she's actually starting, like my sister wanted to get her in talking to someone, and she was all right with it.
Sure.
And I'm for it at her age, like yes, like
why not?
You know, and I'm like, and if it helps, which I doubt it will, but like, because obviously from this point until now, she has learned never to fucking do anything that her Uncle Cody does. But like that, even I go, like I want to talk to people. Like I if I could still get away with the court ordered shit with talking to that shrink, I would. Right. But it was $5 a session. I ain't getting that now. Right. You know, so you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and like for her to identify and be all right with talking about what she's worried about and whatnot, she just worries too fucking much. Right. Worries about everything. Yeah. And I feel like that started when that fucking cap got put on. Now her subconscious fucks with her.
It's exactly
and it's you know, like, because she knows shit to be true. She's been around long enough to know that there's just shit that she cannot control. Right. And it's enough to make her worry. And it's just, you know, and it breaks my fucking heart. But I love to see that she's in touch with her head that much that it affects her.
Then you know
like that's where she can become aware and like.
Well, that's the thing I worry about with Molly. Like I see it, and then I also know when it, you know, you go. Let's just go with like a graph, if you will, or whatever we look at, like subconscious. I like your you.
Right, it's the you, and then it caps, and then that's your conscious.
Exactly.
And I like that.
Exactly. So I can tell when she hits that because she tries to be cool. You know, I put that in quotes because it's like we try to be cool. Whereas
that's just humankind.
For sure, right?
Everyone's cool is different, but right.
I feel like when we're here, this is where I like to play. This is where all of us like to play on the bottom half.
Right, but a lot of can't get there. A lot of people though, like even the fact that like the fact that like when you say something like you can control your mood and your feelings. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy to some fucking people because what they try for 10 seconds, find out it didn't change and they're gone.
For sure.
I had to talk today actually about like, I was the generation where it bridged, where I had a microwave society, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I had the less, like the beginning of, you know, like back when hair plugs looked like ant legs on your fucking head.
Right.
Or plastic surgery made you look like a god, like weird as fuck.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. We were the bridge of that.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays though, it's 100%. They've got the like the best version of a fucking microwave society. So everything is like so instant. They can't, if it doesn't work in 10 minutes, bro, they're on to the next fucking thing.
Right.
Which sometimes, unfortunately, is, you know, medications, this, that, Facebook, food, whatever the fuck you have. But like, and like, I just had a slower version of a microwave society. Still all about that instant. But
Absolutely.
I ain't here to fucking say our generation's any better because we're half snowflakes, half fucking hard workers. But it happened, man. But it's fucking weird when you really sit there, when you're able to sit back and actually watch someone in that fucking point in their life. Like, you got Molly, I had Cam, and I'm going to have another one here, fucking Kennedy, soon. Yeah. And, well, I mean, you know what? I say soon because it is fucking like, bam, all of a sudden. They're at that fucking age, dude.
And Samuel's almost there, and then Emery's going to follow both of them.
Dude, and it'll be a blink. It'll be a blink.
Fuck me, because
and then soon, with God willing, I'll have mine. You know, to fucking watch to go through this, and like, and then not only you, like, for you to be able, like, I know right now, sitting here, I understand the realization that like I won't be able to 100% teach my kid what I believe because there's a second individual involved in making that. Yeah. So if they don't feel the same fucking way about it, I can only preach a little bit. I got about, and since I'm the dude, this is so slight against women, but I got a little less than that fucking half, man. They've got 2/3, I got a third. That's like, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, I'm not gonna say 3/4 they got because I'm a fighter. Right. But they're gonna have, I mean, like,
because they're not living in your body.
No. So
they don't
like,
take on
I'm gonna have a little more than that fucking, you know, than your average, but I just feel like unless you find your fucking soulmate, which I believe we all have soulmates, we have our ones that our souls connect to, right? But then we have that one that we, like, you can, because I just feel I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen when two people are like, oh, fuck, that makes fucking sense, man. You know what I mean? Like, personality-wise, their beliefs and everything coincide. Yeah. But I've also seen it in opposite people, so it's hard to fucking say. But I just know that my kid won't be 100% in, like, I can't contribute everything. Right. But I hope I can contribute enough to where they at least have that in their dome somewhere, even if it's back far, that they discover, you know, in their teens, early, late, I don't care when, as long as they can discover that little gem at some point to find out that they actually have the power to control what's around them. They can influence what they feel. They can influence all this shit because dad fucking couldn't. Right. But they fucking can. They can hold that. It's just where you draw the line.
That's exactly it. And to pass that, like, that's the conscious evolution, if you will. Like, that is what we're going to.
It's starting. Yeah. Little by little, like, it's not a huge following, but it's starting. Yeah. Just barely. There's glimmer out there that there are enough people that are starting to realize this, or like starting to get taught this one way or another, whether it's through their own personal epiphany or what it is. Yeah. I feel we're not quite to a movement yet, but we're getting there. Exactly. It's a little bit more every year. And 2020, I feel, actually helped us.
Absolutely.
100%.
That was a spark.
That was one of them years where it's like, all right, well, because look what people got away with, number one. Yeah. Government don't control us. They want to, and they want us to believe they 100% do. But, bro, I mean, like, if we decide to fuck it up, we can.
Absolutely.
And now let's, how about we did, instead of deciding to burn down Minneapolis, let's decide to get together
Right.
and fucking overthrow this shit. Throw some love into it. Fucking let's. And I know it's fucking as tree hugger as you can get, but bro, like I mean, like why
I feel
throw?
like that's what's coming.
Why throw hate? Why? Like
Yeah.
why throw ego and hate into this
Right.
shit? Because we've already seen where that goes.
That was the human
That
reaction.
was Trump.
Right.
Trump was human. I
Right.
mean, Trump was the ego of
Right.
America right there
Right.
to a fucking T.
Yeah.
We found out that didn't work, so we started rioting. Let's take ego out of it, hate
Right.
out of it, throw separation to the side. Let's
Right.
get together, figure this out.
I think that's where we're heading.
I still to this day think we're not getting better quite yet. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Absolutely.
But
you have
we
that
are.
spark of 2020. If you want to say that was shit, no, whatever.
It
But
was
I feel
shit,
like 20,
but it wasn't total bottom.
Right. But I feel like 2020 hit the spark. It was like an engine that was just kind of yeah.
Exactly. The reason I know for a fact that it's only going to get worse is how we started this podcast. We're in Roseville. We didn't get affected.
Right.
We're going to be affected by something before it gets better. Like
somehow, some way.
It don't matter. Like before it gets better, everyone will feel it.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, there's fucking prima donnas out in Rosa that think they were affected, but they weren't.
Yeah.
They may have gotten sick, I mean,
Right.
as far as COVID goes, that virus for sure, but there are people out there even more selfish than that. Like because of the virus, their daily life was affected.
Right.
I feel like aside from that wasn't shit. There are people that didn't leave their homes for months on end, man.
Yeah.
Like we'll know when it's going to start to curve because we will be affected as well.
Absolutely. Like as a community.
Yes, everybody will be, and then we'll have to come together before we get better. And I think until it gets bad enough, that everyone can look until you can look at someone you fucking despise and think you hate for whatever reason you have, and look at them and say that we need to work together for this.
Right.
I think it can happen.
That's the point of change.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change until the pain gets bad enough.
Well,
That's
right.
just what it's for.
Until the common enemy becomes strong enough, and we all realize that we outnumber these pricks.
Right.
Like what and even like this, fucking way back slavery style shit. How there were more slaves than there were plantation owners.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have submissiveness be a trait in my genetic line. Like I think I want to be able to be a free thinking person. I want everyone that comes from my bloodline to be the same. Not a dick, but like somebody who can think freely for themselves.
Absolutely.
And not just I get told something and okay, that sounds right. And that's it.
Exactly.
No, I want you to be able to fucking use that head on your shoulders. And God damn, this fucker ended hard.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done, man. I'm just like
that's it.
It's like passionate shit, like because I just feel this shit so fucking much. Like, God damn, man. Because the answers are there, and even with myself, I am not there. I know this shit to be fact, and I wholeheartedly, my soul believes it to be fact. Like that, I do. My brain and I have the power. I just found out late.
Yeah.
And I started believing it late. And that subconscious, like I said, you can wholeheartedly believe it, but that subconscious is real. And until you can fucking change that ceiling, but it's possible.
Right.
Time, dedication. You can be able to control the things around you, what you see, what you feel. Because even looking at one thing let's just say looking at a child playing. Yeah. Me and somebody else, two different perspectives.
Absolutely.
Like I look at a free mind, a free fucking this thing, like what I see will be different than somebody else with a closed ass mind. They just see a fucking child playing.
No, they're playing.
No, but when you really see a child playing and they're jumping around and shit, you see the imaginary friend. You see the whole fucking thing that they are living in.
We've seen Jingle Jangle. Did we not talk about this?
We kind of did, but I ain't never seen it now.
It's the new movie.
The new child movie.
Kind of. It's the new Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But it is that. It is as an adult, you see the child drawing in the air all of these.
Right, but you actually
of
see
math,
the drawing.
but
You know, like
it is that very. You see me drawing in the air right now.
But I would see
you
the
would
stream,
see
like
the line.
you know, and it's and like to fucking watch Cam, especially, she's so fucking smart.
Yeah.
Like at her age, man, so smart. Like, you know, granted, me and Connie aren't idiots. I'm smarter than Connie. She won't admit it. But like okay, Connie. Let's just say there's aspects Connie has me beat in, like fucking. But I really do. If she can, what she hears, if she makes it this far, first off, fuck her. Then she can come and fight me over it.
Right.
But I do fully believe that I'm a smarter individual. Because I mean, I have the common sense, the street knowledge and shit. And I'm mixed with the fucking brains of it. Like, the mirror image of my old man. My old man didn't even graduate high school to get where he was at.
Yeah.
And, like, I think I got that brain in me. But Con isn't dumb either. Connie has an insane common sense. She has an insane sense of responsibility. She knows what she has to do to get to where she is. And Jeremy, that motherfucker is intelligent as all hell.
Yeah.
He's taught me a lot.
Yeah.
But so Cam got all that shit.
Yeah.
So to the point of she's almost too smart with that anxiety. That's why she has anxiety, I think. You know, but I would like to see, if she could fucking just channel it, man. I think there's no reason for a kid her age to be as smart as she is. And now, granted, I'm her uncle. I'm going to say a lot of fucking positive shit about her.
Right.
But I will also admit that if not channeled properly, we have a troubled kid coming.
Sure.
You know, and I can accept that. I don't know if Con and Jeremy would ever, but anxiety can cripple people.
Dude.
Like if you don't nip it now, which I'm happy they are.
Yeah.
Right away I fucking called them, like, you are not seeking medication, and like, not to tell her what she can or can't do with her kid.
Right.
But I was more questioning. She agreed.
Yeah.
She's not there for medication.
Right.
It's just, you know, I think that if there's probably, and if that's Cam, I can tell you that there's a new generation of kids coming out the same. That
anxiety hits so early.
Let's figure it. Let's
20, 30 years ago, anxiety did not exist.
You were being a pansy. You're fucking as a boy, as a little boy growing up, you're being a candy ass. Dude, like, that's fucking quick, you know. And I don't know. I think there's a fucking wave of kids coming up right now. Not the ones that are here, man. I would say fuck some of these little ignorant ass arrogant cocksuckers. But like, there's a wave coming right now. And I'd even go as not to kiss your ass. I would just say I'd go as far as say like the wave where Molly's had, like that 10 and below.
Yep.
I would for sure, man. I'd say like around any type of before the, like, not quite before the teens, but like before you're in. Yeah, like around her and down. I would say like that's kind of like the leading charge of it. Now I don't necessarily know if the front line will fucking make anything happen, but they're gonna definitely put the print. And that
Dude, I can tell that she's within what you're saying, because last night, today's first. Last night, Samuel fell asleep. It was probably around 10 o'clock, laying right underneath the TV, whatever. Molly started crying at 11 when we watched that ball drop or whatever, because Samuel missed it. Oh, I forgot to wake him up, and I feel so bad. She started crying.
Dude, that's empathy. Like, like, that is something that most kids don't fucking possess.
It's okay.
Most fucking itself. You know,
she was literally
that's
crying, and I'm like, it's not that big a deal. Now I look back on it, I'm like, I should have really come here.
Yeah, man. Like,
bring it in.
Somebody other than themselves, like because at that point you are still pretty much, if it don't affect you, fuck it. You know? But like,
she was
to have empathy that fucking early, man, is like, she's crazy.
8 years old and like was legitimately sad for him, because they missed the one time a year that you see this happen.
Like, when I tell you my life changed with that whole DMT experience, it took me fucking 20-some years plus a very strong psychedelic experience to be able to feel empathy for people and to be able to see shit from all angles. and she's able to do it right now at fucking 8.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's the shit that I'm like. You can, man, and there's still people above at our age and above who can't feel that shit.
Exactly.
Who never have felt empathy, true empathy, a day in their fucking life.
Right.
And like it's something that ain't. I feel like it almost it can be groomed, but it can't be taught.
No, agree.
It's got.
And what's really gratifying for me, not like because I did it, because I did, like I didn't create me.
Right.
You know,
but
but
surroundings, your mind,
sure, right,
all that shit.
Right. But what's cool, I would say for me, what I feel good about, if you will, is Jessica and I created her. And here she is.
Well, and that's why you fucking
awesome.
you gotta fucking love the parts you influence, and you gotta fucking be insanely in love with the shit that you didn't, because that shit wouldn't be there unless it was for your partner.
Exactly.
You know, that's just a fucking healthy ass. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's like when fucking kids get in trouble and shit, and then parents are calling it your son, your daughter. You know what I mean? Your daughter did this or that. No, fuck that, man. You fucking love the kid for the shit that you didn't put into her still.
Exactly.
I mean, because that's what you like. Hopefully, anyway, that's the shit that you weren't able to offer, and you've seen in a partner. Right. So you were able to fuck. God damn, dude, this turned into a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it fucking did.
Right. That's pretty good.
I would say it's pretty fucking. I mean, if you go and fact check, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I know I didn't spit a single fact. I didn't spit a percentage because I know better. Right. But like, fucking, this shit is still fact. Yeah. And I don't care what you say to me. This is fact to me. Yeah. Because I know it to be true. I know it from experience. I know it from my life. Exactly. Yeah. And if you don't think it is, try the opposite. Yeah. Fucking walked through work the other day, and I just heard from somebody walking by, and they just right out the rip, "Oh, today's gonna be wonderful," sarcastically, like it's gonna be a shit day. Yeah. And I said, "Yes, I guess it is for you." Right. Like fucking hate it. Yeah. Why would you ever let your day win that fucking early? Right. Like, at least put up a bit of throw a jab out there, feel it out. Like, come on,
dude. I just bought a journal today. Because I'm writing this spiral notebook right now, which is fine. Right. It totally works. But I searched journaling. I bought one off Amazon that it gives you a little bit of help, if you will. Like, it will ask you questions, and then you have 3 more pages that you can write in. Dude, I'm jacked for that thing. The reason I got it is because I write it in one anyway, but it begins the day in a way of intention. That's what I'm looking for a word. It gives you intentions for that day. If you intend to have a shit ass day, like you're saying, you're going to, of course, right? Like, but if you intend to have an amazing day, even if you don't,
bro. Let's say you fucking go into it thinking that, like, you come into, you wake up and know today's gonna suck ass, man. But even if you can, even fake it, man. Just put the mask on, do the smile, like for pretend to have a better day. I promise you, it'll be better than it would have been.
Exactly.
Like,
and 100%. That's that ceiling. You're breaking that ceiling.
Or at least you're punching that fucker. If you keep going, if you keep doing this shit, you're gonna fucking even concrete steel, a water drop will get through it eventually, man.
Absolutely.
And you just that's your brain's barriers and shit like that. And that, not even going to that. Yeah. But, so like a quick study shows that LSD can affect your brain in ways that it breaks down barriers much like a child. Right. So like there is study there as well. Yeah. And that is also a reason I'm really excited about the Washington aspect, because that opens study up for a lot of fucking things. Right. And now nothing's a cure all. We know that. Right. We know that from our past, but we're doomed to repeat ourselves if we don't at least fucking continuously research something. Right. Because heroin in the 1990s was prescribed for asthma and sleep and shit. That was not the opiate plan. If we continue to break it down, if we continue to manipulate and shit,
Yeah.
Could be,
Right.
but I doubt it. I really doubt that plant's the one. But like, there's just things. It opens up studies for so much shit
Yeah.
that was taboo and we can't touch or talk about or do. And mainly, I'm talking about psychedelics. I think there's a lot in a dose before it becomes psychoactive.
Yeah.
Right when it starts just affecting barriers, I
Right.
think we.
Well, it needs to be controlled. By
That's what
somehow.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
We need because right now, if I were to go, I mean, you asked me to do a podcast,
Right.
I can't guarantee the fucking dose.
Sure. Yeah.
Can't. But like, if it was studied enough to where we find exactly that point where it becomes psychoactive, right before you trip, but enough to break down that shit in your brain so we can free think again.
Right.
That would be incredibly beneficial.
Absolutely.
And that's what MDMA, which is ecstasy, they and like say marriage counseling.
Sure.
They found that even that way back when it was used in low doses to essentially make people open up. You think about ecstasy, like well, they get in touch with their fucking actual emotions.
Right.
They're honest for the first time in their lives. But Streets got a hold of it. We scheduled that shit right quick because we were basing it with a whole bunch of shit. We were making our version. It was not healthy.
Right.
But like, it's just there are benefits if we don't bastardize it in the streets. If we can actually admit to like, all right, well, let's take it to a level where it's not gonna fuck you up.
Right.
It's not recreational drug.
Yeah.
And it's controlled clinically.
Right.
I believe there's a lot that can be done with it, and that's why I'm excited about Washington. Like just like when they first made peyote, mushrooms and shit, decriminalized. I was just excited for what it could do for the brain, and what we can, because if we can speed up the breakdown of that fucking barrier,
dude. Even Ben Greenfield, like he's another podcast or whatever, but like really into health wellness. He's a like crazy fit person.
Oh yeah,
call it that. Even he takes low doses of LSD.
Dude, because it fucking mentally, It and like granted, okay, so like I've said LSD is natural, which it ain't quite there. Yeah. Because you have to. It's an extract form of fucking. Like I ain't gonna tell you how to make it, but it's like there's a process there.
Now again, I'm with you. Like I'm not endorsing any part of this. I'm just saying like.
But like
when I hear a fit person, like crazy fit, health, biohacking, like he doesn't do anything that's not part of his physiology.
It's your brain, bro. I mean, it can occur, is what I'm saying. Like most, like any acid you were to buy or take as a kid, this and that. Yeah. It was made fucking in a lab because you need to basically mold on a fucking. I'm not even. I mean, you have to mold on a seed on a particular one. You know what I mean, and then extract that shit and do all that. But because it's lysergic acid, but there's another fucking. So LS. Mm-hmm. I'm just So you got to make the shit, but like mushrooms naturally occurring in our fucking place, peyote naturally occurring. Yeah. These things that do this mentally for us is completely God given. Yeah. And like I don't think it should ever be abused, and I don't think that. I mean, I fucking abused it, obviously, but like I believe if you're abusing it, quote unquote abusing for the right reasons, it's no longer abusing. Right. And I think it can do a lot of benefit for our brains. And now if we took some of these smart motherfuckers in a lab who are way smarter than me and find the right fucking dose, body size, weight, mass, all that shit, and add it to your fucking, you're not even daily, but just say like once in, like for a clinical session, add that to your fucking shit.
Well, and how it would be like, it would be an essential whatever it would be. Because you have like essential amino acids, right? Like, there are parts of our bodies that don't make amino acids.
There's hacking involved in that. Why can't we find some mental? Exactly. And this could be the door. And like what we've been scheduled it and we've criminalized it so long. Yeah. The psychedelics aren't even viewed as anything beneficial. Right. And I don't bring up that the fucking suicide headaches alone is enough to fucking say, all right, maybe we should look into it.
Exactly.
If there's a disease that a lot of people have that fucking they're gonna end up shooting themselves in the head because of the pain of it,
Right.
and a fucking little mushroom
Right.
cures it.
Yeah.
Why is it illegal? You know how many mushrooms we can go out and find? If we eat, we die.
Exactly.
Why is this one illegal? Because we can eat it and we get an experience.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right.
There is something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so many mushrooms out there that I could walk around with a bag of.
Yeah.
Cops ain't looking at me, but because this particular one
Yeah.
can give us a mental experience that don't quite coincide with what their agenda is, it's fucking illegal.
Exactly.
And I get angry about it, man. It's just fucking like because of how much shit out there that we can go out in nature, die from.
Right.
But because this one gives us a sense of togetherness, like some of the most bonding experiences I've ever had with people have been me and one to two or three other people on psychedelics.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ, like the bonding that you've never felt more close with people in your life. So,
and that's probably why.
To be honest, forget about like a male and a female's fucking connection on the shit. Like it's great. Like
doesn't
it's just,
matter what
you are literally one fucking soul in that moment. Like,
and that's why. Like
that's why it's illegal for sure.
Exactly. Well, it is because if you think about what government or whatever it is that's out there trying to control everything, it is the separation.
Well, that's how to divide is the only way to do this, and like that's the only way they win is to divide. And like when people can't see that and can't swallow that ego of theirs and can't fucking. Now, granted, I'm fucking human. I got an ego. Like I always say, like a quarter of my ego was lost at a definite point in my life, and then another quarter was lost when I fucking had that experience with DMT.
Yeah.
But I still have an ego. Like, there's no get rid of 100% ego is to be 100% fucking like woke. Like you, like, quote unquote. I don't mean the douchebag term woke.
Right.
I mean like you are fucking a living, glowing fucking like you are a beacon for what the fuck is like you can't be around a motherfucker without feeling one with them. You know, I feel like you can.
So those books, the
ones you talked about last time.
Yes, the letters from 500. Anybody who makes it this far into this podcast.
How long are we at?
2 hours, 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But anybody who makes it this far, you're already going, okay, I'm with you guys. Those books start with letters.
But you're willing to learn.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Fuck back this bitch.
The letters from 500, the first book.
We gotta close with this, Jebby.
Yeah. I know.
I'm gonna start breaking it down, but I'll still keep in.
Yeah, no good. Or all good. No, it's look in those books and you will find exactly what we're talking about. Like it is going from human into the next evolution of our species.
Well, we know if you look up right now that they're like science now. Science and religion have always been at a fucking war with each other as far as who's right and what's wrong with all this shit. Science has proven there's a soul.
Right.
There's something that moves on, and that's what makes us us. That's the human fucking energy, the heart chakra.
Yeah.
Fucking all that moves on, man. And like, granted, I don't know this for a fact, but I know that if science, there are laws and shit. Science is proven and shit. I just haven't died yet. Yeah. I mean, I've died, but I haven't fucking completely I'm still sitting here with you, which could be in my head. Like we can go further into a fucking 4-hour podcast and talk about this could be assimilation for all the fuck we know.
Exactly.
But
it is.
Yeah, it is. This is an experience that a soul has taken. This vessel is my body, and we're all experiencing
vessel and vehicle.
Now.
Think of your body as a vehicle. Yes.
So, like, even all my tattoos, I'm just putting stickers on my fucking particular housing unit at the time.
Correct.
But we move on.
Yeah.
And
science has proven it.
Yes.
You put it in a chamber and you weigh it. And when this person dies, quote unquote dies, it all of a sudden weighs less.
Right.
Why is that
immediately?
less?
Immediately from life to death.
Yeah.
It weighs different. We're not talking that this body ain't decomposed, the same fucking something like that. That immediately life to death.
Amount of
different.
space it takes up in that chamber is measured.
And
said person dies, now it measures less.
And that
what
right there,
just left.
And that right there is why I still question fucking religion.
Again.
Because I don't quite no, I mean
always.
Because I know there's a factual creator somewhere. I know there's something in the form of a creator. Now, do I know that religion is right? No, but the fact that we do move on, and I fully believe that.
Yeah.
What if there, that's why I don't denounce it. I'm totally open to it, and I listen, and I just try to soak in like a sponge as much of that shit as I can. Because I know the day will come when because I know this shit ready to be true. Like science fucking proved it. Like it's right in front of you. It's tangible. It's something it's evidence that's been recorded.
Right.
But and not once, time and time again, the body is fucking lighter. It's
right.
So if that is true, and we do move on, and there is a soul,
we go back into the oneness. That's what it is.
Right. Well, yeah. No
Once
shit.
you go
My favorite one is just the close up of the eye, man.
Yeah.
We go back to what we are.
Exactly.
The same makeup of our bodies, the makeup of the universe.
Yeah. That's where I say conscious evolution. I got those two words.
And fucking people, we didn't just get drunk either.
Right, I know. We 3 beers.
When this video goes up, motherfucker, you're gonna see that we didn't smoke nothing. This is something we fucking feel and believe.
Exactly.
And if you don't, cool, man. It's out there. It's out there. If you'd have talked to me 10 years ago, I'd have told you you're nuts.
Same.
But this is
my kids made me who I am today because
I can't wait to fucking have kids, dude, because I fucking and it ain't just, and I'm not, I mean, I'm a stereotypical fucking guy who believes this type of shit. I look like I smoke weed, my hair is fucking long, and I look like a tree hugger for sure. But no, man, because I'm not all natural, that's for fucking sure. But it just still, man, this stuff is if you really, really open your head up and research it, it makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
And it's scary that it makes sense. So you tend to fucking go, that's too out there, and you say fuck it. But shit, I'm fucking leaving. This is mic drop. We're gonna fucking before we go any further, this kid's gotta work tomorrow and be somebody. But I love y'all. If you made it this fucking far, man, hit me up. Call me insane. I don't care if you have good or bad fucking feedback. But this is this podcast, I can honestly say 100% on what the content is. This is the shit. Yeah. This is why I'm alone a lot. This is why, because I love exploring this shit. So you might just understand me a little better, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And Jeffy too, because dude, you look at us. This is why we do this fucking podcast, because